Watch him as he goes. There goes my hero. He's ordinary.
Good evening, guys. And Michael Shelton is wanting the invite. So I'm going to copy it. I'm going to send it to him, and that way he can come aboard. What is going on tonight, guys? It's been very stressful and a couple interesting couple days. Once again, the drama of foes, and this is a new set of drama that me and the boys was talking about. And the drama from last weekend, Christopher, don't bring it up, okay? You know what I'm talking about? Not Barbie.
I wasn't going to bring it up.
The TF.
Which one?
The TF. Don't bring it up. The email? The TF?
The email?
Oh, my God, man.
Oh! I know you're talking about that. Right. Yes, I know you're talking about that.
Man, I thought the space cadets were already sent to the moon, man.
I forgot about that one.
Yeah. We got more drama going on besides that, too. And, man, I got to tell you guys, if y'all ever come up to York, Pennsylvania, this, I forget what this street is. There's an 83 Diner is what the name of it is. It's called the 83 Diner.
Oh, yeah. I spent the night there last night.
Buddy, if you come here and you go in and, get some food, they'll let you park here for free, for your shift or for your break or whatever. I went in and got me a chicken parm sub. Man, it was great. Nice, hot, fresh French fries and some red velvet cheesecake to kind of, guys, it doesn't get much better than this than old school restaurants and diners and truck stops.
Man, I was just there. I left there this morning.
And Dion, I'm sorry, man, but this shit's good, man. I know it's not good for you, and I know we had a long talk last night about healthy foods and stuff, but this stuff's good, dude. I'm sorry, you got to eat bad every once in a while. All right, so my boy Jonah got on here and told everybody we're going to be running late, but believe it or not, I got it all worked out, and we're basically on time, so that's good. And of course, TJ's always got something to say. Running late is a typical Swift driver. Well, you know what? I'm 100%. I've never been late to any load that I've ever had at Swift other than maybe weather or traffic. I've always been on time. I've got 100%. 7:30 Eastern. Yeah, 7 o'clock. We are on time. Gary's in the house. Hey, Gary, what's going on, buddy? How are you? What's up, fellas? Watching from Plano, Texas, I hope. Yeah, there you go, Texas. JCT. Stephen Blankenship's on here. Hey, guys. Hey, Rabbit. Stephen thought I was mad at him. I don't know why he would ever think I was mad at him, but Steve, like I told you earlier, man, I've been super, 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 super busy. Man. So JCT, that is JC, and he's been waiting 35 minutes at Home Depot, DC for a trailer number. Okay, wow. 83 Diner used to be really good before. Man, I got to tell you, if it was good before, it's good now. I don't know what it was before. Red velvet cheesecake is what I'm eating. And here's a new guy, Richard Whitaker. Good evening, everyone. He's going to be flying out over the weekend. I can't remember which terminal he's got to go to get his truck, but he'll be here Monday. Congratulations, Richard. I'm glad to have you, buddy. He's another Florida guy like me. Virgil Smith, hey, buddy. Hey, fellas, what's happening? Glad to have you in here. And Daniel is in the house. Uh-oh, we lost Chris. How does the Swift lease work? Can I pick a truck from what's on the Swift Owner Op website. So, Daniel, that webpage, if the trucks are there, sure, you can have one of those trucks. But honestly, I don't know how often they update that website. You're better off, giving me a call and let me hook you up with Michelle. And I'll be more than happy to do that with you. She's got the most updated list. So, Chris, where you at, man? You left us. Gary says he's over in Tulsa tomorrow getting loaded for Denver. Okay. That's great to hear, bro. Yeah, absolutely, man. If I was mad, you would know about it because I'm not the guy that hides. I would call you and talk to you about it. Michael Shepard's in here. Hey, fellas. And Skyline Auto Sales. Hey, fellas. Hey, buddy. How are you? And the world-famous Roger Berry's in the house. Hey, Roger. Glad you're in, buddy. Glad you guys glad you all take time to watch this little bitty tiny YouTube channel that we're growing every day. It's great to have you guys. I just got notification from somebody earlier that I finally got him talked into coming on the show. So we got a special guest on Saturday. He's on our 360 app. He was a little shy at first, but now he called me earlier and says, yeah, I think it's time. Good deal. Ben Grider says, what's up? Hey, Ben, how are you? So how's the switch treating you, buddy, from going from company driver to owner-operator? Hopefully you're doing well. Man, this cheesecake is really, really good, man. I'm sorry, guys, but I had a late day today. I'm over here at U.S. Express. Are we the same company now because I have a Swift trailer attached to me that still has the trailer number, just U.S. Express name on it? No, we're still separate companies, even though they own U.S. Honestly, I don't want to talk on my ass. I don't know how their relationship is. All I know is Knight and Swift are a merged company, and they bought a bunch of companies along the way. So I really don't know that answer. Finally home, going to spend 2 weeks at home, I guess. Well, that's always a good thing if you can take off and stay home for 2 weeks. End of the month, I'm going to be off for a whole week myself. So let me see why he's not able to come in. Hang on, guys. Let me get Michael Shelton. Man, oh man, oh man. Michael. Sorry, guys. Ben Grider says he's doing good. That's awesome. Trucking with T-Bone says Caslin is being lazy. And Kazarith says, hello. Thanks for the info the other day. No problem. Kazarith, you might want to tell me who you are. I don't know what info I gave you. I really don't know. Did I teach you how to order stuff off Amazon, or what info did I give you? Curious. Trucking with T-Bone. I have been out since January 1st. Time to go home while I get stuff fixed in the shop. Okay. Michael Shepard says, I was in Jonah's neck of the woods. You know what? I was in Jonah's neck of the woods the other day myself. Right through Columbia.
Yep.
That's where I stay at.
Yeah, you at the pilot, wasn't you? You was at that pilot?
I just went in and took a piss and left.
Yeah, that pilot. I stay like about 20 minutes south of that pilot. Where you was at?
What? I did do a 10-hour break there at that pilot. Yeah. The one with the Taco Bell?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's another little truck stop It's another little truck stop at Grand Central Station across the interstate.
They got a new 7-Eleven they're building there too.
Yeah, right across the street. Yeah.
That's kind of a jacked up parking lot they got there because people parked over on the side because I got there early and everybody was stacking right in front of me. I thought I was gonna have to wait somebody up and make them move, but I didn't. Yeah. Kazrin says, called you the other day about coming to Swift. after finishing a local CD. Oh, yeah, that's right. That's right. I do remember that. All right, man. Chris, I don't. What's Chris sending me this for? Where the trailer screwed up?
I think he was getting the trailer. He was getting the trailer fixed. They had him in the shop already.
He should say something to us.
Yeah.
So Bacon and Bourbon says, "You know me, buddy, just doing the Bacon and Bourbon slide." Yeah, I like that video you sent me the other day. I'm going to try and get it over here and do something with it. I was in Columbia through Woodruff a couple of days ago, says Virgil. Caslin says, now it's time to get T-Bone to come home and join the Swift family. Yeah, I don't think T-Bone's ever going to do that. Michael Shepard says, I finally tried the pork chops at the Spinks. Buddy, I'm telling you, those Spink pork chops are just like what Mama made years and years ago, man. They are so freaking good. Have you ever had them, Jonah?
I've eaten some pork. Well, I'd be sick for a couple of days.
You do what now?
I said, if I eat some pork, if I eat a pork chop, I'd be sick for a couple of days.
Come on, guys. I can't be answering texts. So he's telling me he can't come on because he doesn't have internet. So I don't know what to tell you, Michael. Timothy Thompson says, how's things going? Everything's going good, Timothy. Give me a ring sometimes, man. I hope things are going well with you. Swifty Swift says, hi, ya pals. And T-Bone says, Caslin was going to call you today. Didn't know you were heading home. Hit me up when you're not busy. T-Bone, I think are you working at, I don't want to tell everybody where you're at, but I don't even want to bring it up. I think I know where you're working. You like trucks is what I was going to say. I don't like giving names out of companies where people work at. Caslin says, okay, I can call you in a bit or just call me when you want. Tyler Smith says, good evening from Arkansas. I was actually looking at a load maybe going to Arkansas here. So I'm currently in York, Pennsylvania. Got a Church and Dwight load that's going to Jacksonville, Florida. And that's where I'll be. And I'm trying to find something in the Savannah area, Valdosta area, maybe even up to Augusta. I don't know yet for sure because there's a lot of that good coffee stuff. I don't want to mention the name, but we all know what coffee brand it is in Augusta. I'm going to send you a text to tell you to stop answering text to see if you read about not answering text while alive. Okay? That's interesting. So let me tell you a little something about Bacon and Bourbon. Bacon and Bourbon said he thought a thought, but the thought he thought was not the thought that he thought he thought. So there you go, buddy. That was a little bit better than your little tongue twister. Austin is in Arkansas. Okay. And the wife's trying to, I think she's trying to get in my pants here or something. Hello, handsome rabbit. Baby, you had your chance this past weekend. Nope. Not there, but know most of them. Oh, you're not? Okay, so you're not there. I knew you knew most of them. I honestly thought you were working there. I haven't done a recruiting video in like 3 months, guys. Everybody always bitched and complained when I would do recruiting videos, but I need to put one out. I haven't done one in a while. There he is.
I'm back in the truck.
Found a parking spot?
Got that big old hole fixed in the damn trailer.
Oh, okay.
I think you two are like some kind of, and don't take this wrong way. I know you're not secret lovers or anything, but you two got some secret shit going on, man, or something. And I don't know what it is.
Who does?
Ooh.
Who?
Stop answering text while live, dork. I don't know what that means, Bacon. How was your experience at F2F? Would you still recommend them to a new owner operator? So let me tell you, Daniel, my experience at F2F was actually pretty good. I enjoyed my time there. I love the people. The people are freaking awesome. My experience was I wanted to put some kind of recruiting together there, and I couldn't get anybody to I couldn't get anybody to come aboard and do any recruiting. That was the first problem that I had. The second problem is they got fees and charges for just about everything that you can think of: trailer rental, tolls. I mean, you literally I had $1,500 just in fixed cost expenses besides the truck and insurance that was coming out of F2F. So, other than those two things, my experience at F2F was pretty decent. I could. Oh, and the other thing too, when they send your settlement slip out, you literally have like 1 hour to give them a call and get something straightened out before you get paid on it. To me, that wasn't wasn't enough time. But the people there are awesome. Tyler says, I see a lot of Swift trucks going past my house in Rogers. I don't know where you guys deliver in Rogers, but I see a lot of Swift trucks there, and they're all drive vans going past. God damn it, Mike. This is you. Oh, that's you.
Rogers, Arkansas?
Why are you sending me pictures of your busted up ass trailer, man? I don't care. I don't care about your busted ass trailer. I thought that was Michael Shelton again telling me he doesn't have enough internet to go on the fucking live with us. The Incredible Bulk. I've seen you on other channels before. Not a Swift driver or ever will be, but like watching. Hey, buddy, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, Swift isn't for everybody, man. And you know, I'll be even though I do a little recruiting here and there. I'm honest. Swift is not perfect by any means, and there's a lot of things that we have to deal with here. A lot of stupid stuff that we have to deal with, but sometimes the good outweigh the bad, and that's kind of why a lot of us hang around. We all do very well. We all make great money over here, and we just know how to play the system. But I understand Incredible Bulk. But I have seen you on a lot of other channels before. I just can't remember which one. Daniel says, just one more question. Would you say F2F is better than Schneider and JB Hunt? Well, they're definitely better than JB Hunt. I really like Schneider. Schneider's a very organized company. Not that I ever did anything kind of honky or anything like that, but you can't get away with nothing at Schneider. I made money at all these companies. I made a ton of money at JB Hunt until they started taking money away from us. Now, granted, it's been almost 2 years ago now, and JB Hunt might be a different company than what it was then. I don't think they are, but again, when companies start stealing money from the drivers, that's when it's time for me to exit stage left. Schneider, never had any problems with Schneider. Like I said, I told you the issues with F2F. And quite frankly, Daniel, if you're a new owner operator and you want one of these companies to go to, if you don't choose Swift, which I would always choose Swift number one, obviously. And again, that's me, but I would definitely do the Schneider thing before I would do those other two companies, honestly. There is really good load from Jacksonville to Albany, Georgia that pays very well. I haven't seen that one, Caslin. Jacksonville to Albany, Georgia. I'll have to look at that. Thanks, man. I'll look at that. Send your rejects my way. Swift tells us now I could probably get them hired and you'll make money here. Yeah. Nicole Stewart says, hello, Chris. 3 hardworking, handsome guys. Well, all except for the one at the end. And I ain't meaning me.
Except for who?
The one on the end, and I don't mean me. I think Caslin should come on and talk about the load board as new guy at Swift. Caslin, you're welcome to come in anytime you want to, buddy. Trucking with T-Bone. He just have to leave the camera off. He's definitely got a face for radio. Say that about Chris too.
Yeah,
There he goes, drinking some Clemson juice again. Michael Shepard. Pearson says, "What's up, guys?" Walnut, how much longer you got to wait, buddy, before you come over here? And don't tell me you've changed your mind. All right, guys. So how's y'all's week? Y'all been doing good?
Yeah, pretty good. I had an all right week.
I'll have to add mine up. I know I did a total of almost 1,600 miles altogether. The Monday, Tuesday I did Thursday, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, 1,600 miles because I went home Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And I'll have to add up how much I gross. Hold on. Because I did 2 loads. I did 2 loads today. I delivered one this morning and delivered one this afternoon.
I still haven't gotten to my full capacity, man, because I went home for Easter. This coming week is going to be the true test.
Yeah, I went home for Easter too. I got home Thursday.
Last week, I'm gonna say the last paycheck I got $1,200, and that was after the truck show. That was net. That was a good week too.
Buddy, I still made like $1,300 the week we went to the truck show.
Yeah, that's why I said I made $1,200.
So I'm looking for this Jacksonville to Albany load that Caslin was talking about. Why do you need to add it up if it's on your pending settlements? Exactly. Why do you need?
It doesn't have the 2 that are on there right now. I just did 2 today. So right now I should have my gross should be about 3,500 for the 4 days. 4 days. Thursday, Monday, Tuesday. Well, yeah, so 4 days. 3,500. And I did 1,600 deadhead miles, or not all miles. So I got $218 a mile for the week.
Caslin, I don't see that load.
I'll be in Albany tomorrow. I'm in Tipton right now. Tifton.
Yeah.
I'm doing a Douglas tomorrow morning. I'm doing a Douglas, Georgia, Walmart, Chuck Palace to Albany, Georgia. I think it's 88 miles, and I'm getting $500 something for it. And then I'm picking up a beer load in Albany, going to Mobile for I think it's like 600. So that'd be done on Friday morning, 6 in the morning.
So, Wes, I got my new T-Mobile modem, and we're on it right now. That's why there hasn't been a lot of interruptions. It's actually very, very good. I had issues getting it fired up and getting it going, but I'm pushing over 200 megabits, which is crazy. Fuel down south was horrible, almost $6 a gallon in South Carolina. Yeah, it was like $6.50 in Florida, guys. Juan says, well, I'll just buy a 2014 Kenworth T680 Detroit 60 on a 13 manual. I'm flying Tuesday to Houston to pick it up. All right. That's it. That's a good deal. I'll definitely keep looking for it. Hopefully it'll I'll take that load in a freaking heartbeat if it shows up. Is it a same-day delivery, Caslin? If it's a same-day delivery, that's even better because I need a load for Friday is what I need when I get to Jacksonville. This load unloads at 0800 on Jacksonville. I'm gonna try and get it. Well, there's just no way I'm gonna get there before 8 in anyway. So it'll be a Friday morning delivery. This load here paid pretty good. It was like almost $250 a mile, and literally like 15-mile deadhead. So that's pretty damn good, I thought. Going to Jacksonville. I'm gonna get back up into the Detroit metro area here in the next day or two, or over the weekend, and try to run some stuff up there. I was looking at those Savannahs going to Pendleton, Indiana. I would take one of those, but the problem is they all pick up on the 9th. I need something for the 10th, Friday.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was looking at.
There's like 5 or 6 of them. Yep.
Yeah, there's like 8 of them on there right now. I just looked.
Yep.
Where's Pendleton, Indiana? That's up by Indianapolis, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I need, too. One of those loads, but on the 10th.
Yeah, they were trying to get me before they sent me the one I'm doing now in Georgia or Douglas. They were trying to send me. They were trying to make me deadhead to Savannah from Tifton, and I was like, "Oh hell no, I ain't deadheading that way. Not right now. I'll go to Albany first."
Yeah.
Where are you going to go first?
Albany. You always get after me about that.
I mean, you sound more country than the Cajun South Carolina guy in the middle, man.
Oh shit.
Clemson juice. The Jacksonville to Albany, Georgia is same day drop and hook on the delivery. Okay, that would be sweet. You see where South Carolina girls they lost the championship?
Yep.
UCLA beat them, man. First time UCLA's ever won it, dude.
Yep.
And I got to tell you, man, the Michigan Wolverines look good. They look really good. They beat the crap out of UConn, which actually kind of surprised me. But they were tough. Hey, Alabama Bunny. Al Bunny, maybe? Al Bundy? Come on, Chuck and T-Bone. Get the shit out of your mouth. Talk about it. Oh, man. I got to tell you, this, I don't usually do the sugar drinks, but this Mountain Dew, the Diet Pepsi tasted horrible, and I made her get me a Mountain Dew. They didn't have Diet Mountain Dew, or I would have drank that. But the Mountain Dew, the syrup in it is so freaking sweet, man. The mixture's off, you know what I mean? And it's really sweet. You got 32 people in the house. What you guys want to talk about tonight? I'm not rolling out of here until about 4:30 in the morning, 4:30, 4:45, something like that. Here he is, Albany. I'm sorry, Trucker T-Bone. I didn't mean to say you had shit in your mouth. That's funny. Albany. I got to tell you, man, Alan's funny when you get on him, and you say, you're gonna go searching for the devil this weekend, and he's like, nope, not me, nope. He's funny.
Where's Michael Shelton at?
He doesn't have any internet.
No internet.
Here. Yeah, let's call him and see what the problem is. Hold on. Let's call him. Let me know if y'all can hear him. Can you hear the phone ring?
Yeah.
Hello?
Hello, can I help you?
No, you cannot.
You're live on YouTube here. What's the problem with your YouTube connection?
What do you mean I'm live?
I've got you live on the phone, man. The guys can hear you.
Oh, I have no idea. I can't connect to the, I'm not sending out emails. I can't log into about half of the stuff I'm trying to do. I don't know what is going on.
Why don't you shut your phone off and restart it?
I've done that. I've done it with the computer too. It's something with the internet.
Huh.
And the phone doesn't use internet. So right now I've got 4 bars. You know how it says, normally it says 5G?
Yep.
I don't have that. All I have is the 4 bars.
Yeah, I've been having problems with my iPhone here about the last week or so. Mine is different, though. Mine is storage is full. I got to delete a bunch of stuff. But,
Okay. Yeah, that happens. So, yeah, the cell phone itself is working. I'm just not getting any data through. I mean, I even tried watching a YouTube video, and I can't even stream a YouTube video right now. So I'm parked just south of.
So I got some suggestions here for you. Wes suggests maybe you accidentally turned your mobile data off. Did you look at that?
That could be true.
No, my data is not off.
Okay. Trucking with T-Bone says he probably should reboot his blinkers.
That would probably be more. That actually might have some relevancy. That might actually work. Let me try that.
And my wife said to leave you alone, which I'm not going to leave you alone. And Caslin says, I'm seeing a lot of loads with less than 70% on the board. Yep. They just need to keep them off the board. Caslin, I got a little thing about that caveat. We'll talk about that in just a second. And the wife says, special guest from the real moon landing, Mr. Mike. All right, buddy. I'll let you go, man.
All righty. We'll talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, like my tractor supplies and a lot of the ones I've been running are less than 70% now. And I was like, what the hell happened?
Do they have AT&T or Verizon? That could be the problem. I think he's a T-Mobile guy. He switched when he did the business internet. He switched his phone to T-Mobile. I know he did. Mike, even Artemis has better internet coverage. Yep, most definitely. So let's go back to this, guys. I had a little epiphany about this the other night, and we all talked about it. And when you see those loads that pop up like that, at least they tell you that it's 60%. You don't have to guess. But I got to tell you guys, I think there becomes a point to where Swift says, all right, we need to cut these down because we're not making money. And I think that's what's happened, because there's a lot of stuff that we looked at to where, and again, guys, this is just the theory that I have. I think they wanted a bunch of people to switch over to the percentage board, which most of us did. And then fuel prices started going up almost immediately after that. I think maybe Swift had, and I don't think it was a bad thing, but I think they had a little insight that fuel was going to go up, because in some cases, I think the dollar rate guys are doing better than a lot of us are on some loads. But again, nobody really knows for sure. And the one thing that, and it's probably stupid on our behalf, and I probably shouldn't admit to this, and Jonah, we didn't talk about this, but one of the things that we forgot to add in, and Mike did some rough calculations too, the 85-cent deadhead miles. We had our deadhead miles in, obviously, when we pick loads out, make sure we're making, at least $2.20 a mile or something. But we forgot that when we do run deadhead, we're getting 85 cents a mile off the mileage board. I wasn't counting that. I actually forgot all about that. And I think Michael Shelton did too. And he come to the conclusion, if you're running more than 180 or so deadhead miles, which honestly, with what we're doing, really isn't a whole lot. But if you're doing more than 180 deadhead miles, you're better off on the rate per mile board. Did you know that? The way it adds up.
Yeah. I kind of figured that out myself. It was like a little while after that. I kind of figured it out.
And like I said, maybe it was dumb on my half to not consider that, but I usually don't do a lot of deadhead miles, and I really haven't done a lot of deadhead miles since I've been over here doing this. But Wes went back to the mileage rate, and that was one of the things that me and him, I don't want to say got into an argument, but we had some heated discussions about it. And you know what, Wes, I got to tell you, you were fucking right, man. And I don't know what the hell I was thinking. And sometimes I get a little hard headed. And Wes, I apologize to you, buddy. You were right about that. And that's one thing we didn't talk about. Special guest, I've already read that. Trucking with T-Bone says, been having issues this week, Verizon. It's not just Verizon, it's all of them. T-Mobile, actually my T-Mobile's running pretty strong, but the AT&T phones that I have was having some issues. There's Trey. I saw a load that was $1.33 a mile. It would be $1.89 on the mileage side. Yep. Seen some on the load board, 45%. The T-call loads suck too. Well, the T-call loads, and the reason that they're down and why they're, like 45% is because they got to pay the other driver that brought that load there too. Mm-hmm. And that's why. Yep. And the one person out of, excuse me, you got two drivers and you got Swift. The one person that's not going to get screwed is Swift. The other two drivers might get screwed, but Swift will never get screwed. They'll never take the hit. And that's fine. That's understandable. They're running a business too, just like we are. Scar's house. Any combat card not working? Comdata card? Oh, yeah. I haven't tried it today. Have you got yours?
I've tried mine. I'll use mine tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll be using mine tomorrow. What'd you say, Jonah? Did you use yours today?
Yeah, I used it earlier and it worked. But I know I was having issues with it earlier.
Yeah, they sent out a message. So here we go. Wes has got to say it. I was trying to tell you guys, but I was wrong according to you all. Buddy, I just gave you credit, man. You don't need to beat me up. Man. So we do get paid for deadhead. I just signed my contract yesterday morning. No, you do not get paid for deadhead on the percentage. Negatory. You get paid deadhead when you're on the mileage rate. That's why we're talking about this, because it's not. We never included that in.
Now is he doing mileage? He might be doing mileage.
He's doing percentage.
Oh, okay.
James, so what's up, fellas? So me and my boy James, we're working on a project together. It'll all come out to play. Am I getting something messed up here? Because if the fuel surcharge is 70% and it's 74 cents, then the $1.33 is 59 before. Buddy, you're talking way too many mathematical problems there. So the fuel surcharge right now is 70.746. We do not get a fuel surcharge in the 70%. They say they do, but we don't know what it is. So it's impossible for us to figure out what it is. I hope that helps, because we don't know what it is. Now it depends on the load. All right, I think I missed your comment, buddy. I'm sorry. There are still a lot of good paying loads at less than 70%, but they just come up as 70% or keep it off the board. Yeah, I've seen a lot of those 45 and 50% loads are. A lot of them are in Florida, and we know why they're in Florida, because Florida doesn't pay crap. Michael Shepard said, I had a junk truck in Georgia. Last dropped something out of the back. It bounced up under my truck and took out 3 airbags. Wow. Cost $2,000 to replace them. Now, for some reason, they changed my settlement.
Charging.
For some reason, they're charging my settlement.
Because it's not under
what? MRP truck?
Is he a owner op?
He's an owner op. He does have an MRP truck. He does have an MRP truck.
If you got an MRP truck, you got to call Rapid Response.
Yeah.
No, he had to call Rapid Response. They had to work. The RO moved over to his maintenance account.
So you guys probably don't know this yet, okay? But there was a rumor floating around, and I'm going to tell you guys right now, there was a rumor floating around that Rapid Response was done. There was no more Rapid Response. Did y'all hear that rumor?
Mm-mm.
Me and Nick talked about it the other day. Well, Rapid Response is still there, but they don't want us calling them anymore for questions. You got questions or issues with your settlement or anything, if you don't call payroll, you call your driver leader. Period. Your driver leader takes care of everything. And I even double-checked with Elmer about this, and Elmer said, yep, any issues you got, you call me. Because I got a direct phone line straight to them. So he had one driver that called Rapid Response 30 times in one day, and they just got tired of it because drivers do the same thing, especially with this new AI stuff that they have. They don't want to talk to us anymore, guys. Granted, I understand it. especially if a guy's calling 30 times in a day. That's kind of over excessive. But Elmer said when he called him and asked him about it, he said, why don't you just call me? I'll take care of it. He had it fixed in 20 minutes, whatever the issue was. So there was no reason for him to call 30 times. And I'm sorry, if you're in here listening, whoever you are with the 30 times, I'm sorry, but that's just what was repeated to me. Why is this coming in? Hold on a second, guys. I got some kind of shit coming in. What the fuck? There we go. Caslin, if the load pays you $3.30 a mile with deadhead, the mileage rate will never pay that. Absolutely. I'm agreeing with you on that. I'm being told that you get charged to T-call. Yep, $250 if you T-call it.
But it might be worth it. So
Scar's House is mileage. Yeah, you get 85 cents a mile for deadhead if you're as long as you're dispatched by you get 85 cents. Evans Transport's in the house. Good evening, gentlemen. I watched your latest video, man. It sounds like you're doing pretty good on the Walmart account. I hope things are going well for you, buddy. Scar's House says, I did not want Eastern Regional. If I wanted to stay OTR, I would have gone with mileage. So you went, what did you do? You end up going to, I'm sorry, Scar's House. I don't remember which one you took. And Trey says he agrees with Kaz. The fuel surcharge is added in, but you get 70% of the fuel surcharge total back into the rate. Opt the load to locked out. Okay. $2,000 for 3 airbags. Wow. Would my airbags be covered under the 80/20? They should be, and that's why you need to get to the bottom of it. Talk to I don't know if you have Amanda or if you have Elmer, but you need to give one of them a call tomorrow and see. I got to tell you another thing, too, you might want to think about. I'd call your insurance company and say, hey, you know what? This was an accident. You know, the shit fell off the truck in front of me. I'd try to get the insurance company to pay for it, is what I would try
That's
to
what
do.
I had to do.
Well, Jordan, I said Jonah had an accident or had a thing hit him.
Yeah. That's what you need to do. You need to call the insurance company, Michael. Now that right there alone is going to be like trying to call Trump in the White House, but at least that's where you need to start on that. And Trey says, oh, yeah. And Caslin says, so that means 70% of the board must be full right now. I don't know about that. D. Wagner says, hey, Fly Rabbit, I'm leasing at Hirschbach right now. Not many enough money here, even with the 99 cent. The 99 cent fuel, buddy, is a distraction for you guys. It sounds good, makes good, but if you run the dollar rate over here, your fuel is pretty much paid for. It literally is a distraction for you guys. And D. Wagner, if you want to give me a ring tomorrow, man, I'll explain it to you, and it'll make sense. And I'll give you the good, bad, and the ugly with Swift too, if you want to know. And speaking of which, let me put this up down here. There you go. D. Wagner, that's my phone number. Give me a ring, man. Evans Transport, thank you. Yeah, everything is going pretty well, buddy. I'm glad you finally found your rhythm, man. I was a little concerned about you with a couple of your videos you put out. I want to make sure you weren't jumping off any bridges or anything, man, because you were really depressed in that one video. It had me really concerned. And Kendi says, I'm loving it here. Gigolo Joe, what's up, people? What, Joe? What in the hell? When you coming back, man? JCT says you guys are making me second guess the move to percentage. Supposed to sign my new contract Friday or Monday. JC, call me tomorrow before you sign anything. I'm gonna be driving at 5:30 in the morning. Give me a ring, man. Let's talk about that, and I'll tell you what I got going on too. Scar's House took what? I wanted to stay OTR, so I had to go mileage, not percentage. Yeah, they won't let you go percentage unless you've had the experience before. They're not taking brand new people on it. And you guys are putting some comments up tonight. D. Wagner, don't you all have guaranteed pay there?
No.
That's for company drivers, Joe. Okay. Guys, we're at like 52 people tonight. That's pretty good. Castle says if Scar was the only offered the Northeast Regional Board or Mileage Board, he wasn't offered the 70% board being OTR. I don't. The Northeast Regional Board, man. I think if I remember correctly, Scars. I think you're in Pennsylvania. That Northeast Regional probably is a good idea for you. D. Wagner says, not to mention it's a sliding pay scale. Yeah, we have a sliding pay scale too, but we have other options here now too, Wagner. So you might want to give me a ring. Okay, because Wild Bear says he's a contractor and gets guaranteed pay. Yeah, he's on some special dedicated Tyson account, and I don't know exactly what he's doing.
Yeah, they finally sent a message.
I know he was on Tyson.
Issues.
What'd you say, Wes?
They finally sent a message about the issues they're having with com data. They just sent it.
Oh, they sent out
working all day. Yeah.
Huh, I didn't get that.
I haven't gotten a message about it yet either.
I tried to get my money out of my maintenance account today, and it wouldn't work.
So the wife wants to know, damn, who is that Wolverine Yellowstone man that just entered the chat? That is Wesley. My boy Wes. Me and Wesley had some deep conversations here about a week ago, man. And we, man, I tell you what, if we were right next to each other, there might have been some fist flying. I don't know, man. It was pretty deep. And I was wrong. I'm telling you now, he was right.
Never argue with an autistic guy from the Pacific Northwest. You lose.
Well, we'll agree to disagree on that one, but no, you were definitely right on the other shit, man.
I mean, when I was on the percentage, it was just doing the math with everything had at least 100 miles deadhead on it, and with how short the hauls were, adding in the mileage pay plus the deadhead pay plus the fuel surcharge, the math wasn't mathing.
You know, guys, and what we have, and I say we, there's about, I don't know, 15, 20 of us that come on here on a pretty regular basis, and we do the Life 360. We really do take care of each other. What we have a special bond and relationship with doing this, because we all kind of do somewhat of the same thing, maybe different avenues on certain things, but we all take notes down and we all help each other out. Don't you guys agree? I mean, for the most part, Wes, I know you switched back, but again, you can't help. You wanted to go back for your reasons and stuff, but
Yeah. I mean, also, like I said, the math wasn't mathing, and it's just too much stress for at most 5% more.
I gotta tell you, man, our little and you gotta admit, Wes, you've learned a lot off of us guys too on certain things, and Jonah, I know you have, and Chris, and guys, I definitely have learned stuff off of you guys, because I'm constantly, looking at stuff and changing my mind and deciding, hey, this might not be a good way to go, or hey, maybe we need to do this way, or I mean, we're constantly, just like the trucking business, man. It constantly, I say it changes weekly, but it really changes sometimes even hourly with the way you think about stuff and the way you pick up certain things or certain loads. You really got to be on top of your game to pick the right crap. You know what I mean? You really, really do. Even in the mileage base, like you're doing, Wes, you got to be on top of your game. Wes, I think you're frozen. No, he's definitely frozen. All right. Yeah, Stars, if I was doing OTR, I'd be on mileage, but I wanted to stay close to home for a while. Lay Solo. Olathe, Kansas in the house. Hey, buddy. Olathe, Kansas. I've been through there many, 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 many times. I know another big YouTuber that works out of Olathe, Kansas, too. Gigolo Joe, one bad is dumbass or DR in Atlanta said I lied on my physical and I ain't been on blood pressure meds. He said I lied. I'm gonna call you in the morning. Yeah, call me in the morning, man. I'll be running about 5:30 in the morning. You can call me anytime after that. Michael says I have Amanda. I sent her a text and left her a message with rapid response. Okay. Yeah, I would definitely try to get that covered under insurance. I think you probably could. Just reach
you
out
have to call claims. Yeah, you have to call claims. That's what I had to do because a tire hit my truck. A flatbed had a flat tire and it came up and hit my truck and busted the airlines and whatnot. So I had to call and do a claim on that.
Yeah, I just got that message he was talking about.
I got it too. But it says personal advances. It didn't say it still says that you can get fuel.
Let's get caught up with these comments before Wes comes back in because he's going to want to talk. Have you guys ever seen an uptick in freight since integrating Abilene? Abilene really, to what I've seen, I don't think Abilene's really done anything to us except add a bunch of green Volvos in Richmond Terminal. That's the only uptick that I've seen is green Volvos that are garbage. I don't think I read your just reach out to Wildbeard. I know him personally. He's a good dude. He will talk to you about it. Yeah, I don't know Wildbeard personally, but I get that about him too, that he's a good dude. He seems like a really good Christian. I don't think he doesn't give me that feeling that he's not. I only live on the East Coast. I don't like it. I always try to get to the West. Can't stand the D.C., New Jersey, New York area. Yeah. You don't really want to go too far west right now anyways, man. I know we all do, but right now we need to stay in the Midwest and the Southeast as much as we possibly can. Michael Shepard, can you send me the link for today? Yeah, I'll send you the link. Give it to you right now, Michael, if you want to come in.
I know Shannon was asking for the link earlier. I don't know if you sent to him or if he's on here.
Shannon? I didn't.
Shannon link. He was on the text. He was asking about it earlier.
I'll send it to him if he wants. Shannon, what Shannon is it? Shannon who?
Shannon Lake. He's the one that he replied at when Jonah was saying 7:30, gonna be late 7:30 or something like that.
There, I just sent it to him too. Yeah, any of you guys want to come in, let me know. I'll send you the link. Shoot me a text on my number there, and I'll send you the link. 5% of 100,000 is 5,000. I'll take 5,000 extra, and I will not chase miles again. Okay. Kendi says, I have a question. Uh-oh. Where'd Jonah go?
Jonah left.
I have a question, if I may. How do I calculate what the run is per mile? There is West. I calculate run is per mile. I'm on percentage.
So you take the how much they're paying you and divide it by what the loaded miles is, but then also you got to add in your deadhead. So if you're going to deadhead 100 miles, you add on to your loaded ones.
Yeah, add your deadhead and your loaded miles together, and then divide it by the total amount you're getting paid.
Total amount, and you want to make sure it's above $2. That's what
So Lace Solo says, any advice for running teams? I haven't run teams in many years, and honestly, I worked at FedEx, so it really didn't matter because I was a company driver. So I don't know on here.
If you can't do it with your wife, don't do it.
Yeah, I can agree with him on that. That's me and one of my best friends did it for a few months, and we didn't. After he quit, we didn't talk for almost a year and a half after that.
And even if you can do it with your wife, make sure you really, really love each other because it's rough.
It is rough, man. So Kendi says, I just got fuel. Elaborate on that. What are we trying to do here?
Hopefully you didn't fill up all the way because that'll be on your settlement for this week.
Kendi, add empty miles and loaded miles together. Yep. Scar South says, I can't get fuel. I just down because I'm so low. Okay. I don't know. Got to elaborate a little bit there what we're talking about. Kendi, then take the rate and divide it by the miles.
Yep.
Gigolo Joe says, when I was at Swift, I was turning around, burning the short loads. And before I went over to Coles, I was making $2,200 every week. So if you do the mileage thing, think about turning and burning the short mileage. Yep. And Joe, if you ever come back, man, and you want to go to that dollar rate, man, I need to put you on the auto account, dude, because it's awesome. It is absolutely
all these definitely the way to go.
It's awesome. Gigolo says, but you got to run recaps to make it work. Yeah, you can definitely make it work with the recaps.
So I just got back on the auto today. I guess they hadn't put me on the auto when they switched me back to mileage, but I just got back on it today, and they already got me stacked with like 1,600 miles before Tuesday.
So Midwest is what I like. I was gonna say, I hope you got more than that before Tuesday, because I like to be somewhere around 15 miles by Sunday.
I'm running recaps right now, so because it's the end of the week, but so I'm not getting any hours back today, and then tomorrow I'm getting like 11 and so on. But no, it was before Tuesday. I was blonde moment, but I think Saturday they got me going. Right now I'm in Kansas. I'll be picking up in Edwardsville, going up to Indianapolis, then Detroit, and then they're sending me down to Carrollton. So.
Midwest is what I want, but I won't go into California. At least I try to avoid it. Gigolo, I kind of do the same thing, just staying in Texas, run the recaps. Then I can just short run back home for time off. I was actually looking at that too, Trey. Okay, thank you. Appreciate it, guys. Trey says, I hate Cali, a convoy, 50-mile-per-hour trucks everywhere. One goes 58, and one goes 50 in the middle, and one goes 55 on the right. Yeah, it's a big drag race. That message said the emergency fuel is open, okay? Gary wants to know if anybody got an APU yet. So Nick is on the prowl, and he's on the work on it right now. He will probably get his here real soon. What settlement? I'm not sure what that means. I'm not looking at an APU because what I do, I'm looking at just getting a battery-powered AC, see how that works out. Justin says, hello, James. Hey, Justin, glad you're in here, buddy. Ben Grider says, is there somewhere we can read how we are paid?
Contract.
Contract.
Yeah, your contract's going to be the number one thing. Ben, if you want to, call me tomorrow. I'll try to explain stuff to you the best I can. Yeah, same thing we're saying. It's in your contract. But Ben, give me a ring, man. I'll try to explain it to you the best that I can. It's a little confusing when you first come over. Everybody always says read the contract, read the contract. Yeah, you should read the contract. You should have read the contract before you signed it, but you're just trying to get the hell out of there. I get it. I know. We all do. It is what
just
it is.
Just assume your $1.20 plus your fuel surcharge and any deadhead miles.
$1.15 is the least.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right.
This one mine was $1.19, but okay.
There's 115,
37,
125, and 136. Those are the four things.
Okay.
Trey says, yeah, it works, bro, but it want to work with the guys that are lazy and want to do resets. Yeah. Well, I got to tell you, though, Gigolo Joe, not that anybody's lazy doing resets, but some of these loads on the auto parts, like when you run Carrollton or Salt Lake City or Denver, sometimes it makes sense to run your clock out to do those.
Yep.
Because of the timing. It just depends on which load you're doing. Ben Grider week is Thursday to Wednesday. Yep. Someone mentioned about putting all the fuel on their settlement this week or something. I was saying that's what settlement's after that.
No, someone said it just got fuel, and I said hopefully you didn't fill up. You spotted fuel because it's going to go on your settlement.
So I thought they tied the fuel to the load you're on.
They do.
Yeah. So if you're on a load that picks up today but doesn't deliver until after the pay period, you're good.
You should be, but if it does, it does show up, all you gotta do is make a phone call and they'll move it for you.
Yeah. But no,
I'm
that's what I
assuming
like about the automotive is everything is open.
you got to call your driver leader now and not Rapid Response. Rapid Response do not want to talk to us anymore.
No.
Did you know that?
I've been trying
Wes?
to deal with them all day. I've been trying to deal with Rapid Response all day because I rescued a load for the Tractor Supply people. Guy gave me 150 extra. It didn't show up on my settlement. I've been trying to work with them all day to get me that 150.
You're under Elmer, right?
Amanda.
You need to tell Amanda from now on.
Yeah.
If you have anything to do with Rapid Response, you need to go through Amanda. So Michael Shepard said he didn't get the link. Hang on a second.
Yeah, because I tried calling Rapid Response and I left them a message and they never called me back. And
I got in touch with them today.
Terrible now.
And
I got in touch with them.
I got my windshield replaced, and I want to get an invoice to send to the insurance company, SeBrite, but they never called me back.
There, Michael, I sent it to you again. Hey, bro, any subjection on APU? I'm thinking about buying one. Any the one that Mike is the one that Nick is looking at is EcoFleet, ECOFLE, EcoFleet.
HP 2000.
Yeah. Ben Grider says that's some bullshit. Wes, you know Matt Panesh. Do you know Matt Panesh?
I have no idea who that is.
I don't know who it is either.
Studying for the CDL.
I'll tell you what I'm considering doing with my truck long term is getting some lithium iron phosphate batteries, putting them under the bunk, getting a DC to DC charger, and then you can just get yourself a battery powered AC unit and just run it off that when you're driving. The DC to DC charger charges up the batteries, and then you just run the AC off of the batteries when you're parked. You get a decent little 48 volt lithium iron phosphate system. It'll run you all night and then some.
So all you guys that have LEDs all you guys that have your LEDs and stuff, the only thing that I want to do is I want to get a disco ball to hang down from the roof is what I want. That way when the Olivia Newton-John song comes on, I can just run the disco ball. Either that or Electric Light Orchestra, ELO. Yeah, I want a little. Everybody needs a little disco in their life.
Oh man!
But I had an APU on the truck I owned, and it cost me more money than it was worth.
I want my disco, and I want my my white Miami Vice suits is what I want back. If I get the white and pink and the purple colors back, I'm good, man, because I love my Miami Vice shit.
Yeah,
and, I got Air Jonah over there. He can tubs.
Yeah, when I had my own truck and
Miami Vice.
Yeah.
Getting tubs. I mean, you're younger. Y'all watch that show?
Miami Vice, yeah, I did.
Okay.
I just picture a rabbit going down the road listening to In the Air Tonight, thinking he's looking like Don Johnson, but he's really looking like the guys from Night at the Roxbury.
So let me tell you a little secret about that, okay? In the Air Tonight, and I found this out on one of the behind the scenes. Bill Collins has what you have, some kind of ADHD or something going on. If you really listen hard to In the Air Tonight, the drums, when he does the drum stuff, it's off sync completely. There's no auto-tune, no autocorrect. It's him putting the drums when he feels like the drums need to be hit. You know what I'm saying? There's no rhythm to anything on that. Have you ever noticed that?
There's a rhythm. It's just a stutter step rhythm.
That's exactly right. That's exactly what I wanted to say. It's stuttered is what it is. Any of Phil Collins' songs that you listen to, you can hear it in the drums. Howard Jones did a song too. No One Is to Blame. You remember that song, No One to Blame? By Howard Jones? That's Bill Collins playing the drums in that song.
Yeah.
Bill Collins was the man back in the day, dude.
He's the drummer for Genesis. I mean, he's amazing.
Scars House says, with that sliding scale for mileage, a load with 675 miles and 85 deadhead, do they include empty miles on the scale? I think I explained that right. Sliding scale. So 655 at $1.25 a mile on that, and you're going to get 85 cents deadhead on the empty, if that's what you're asking.
How many? Yeah, you just got to figure out how many empty miles.
Plus whatever the fuel surcharge is. Don't forget that. That's a lot right now.
Pooler to Lake Park pickup 410, drop 410, 168 miles. Is that on there right now?
Yep, I've seen that one.
Oh my God, I got to get Pooler, Georgia. I got to get that, man.
Yeah, that one's on. I saw that earlier.
Hang on, guys. I'm going to grab that right now if that's still there.
You're going to the Home Depot I was just at this morning.
Caslin, I hope that's still there, man. Give me a second, guys. That's exactly what I'm looking for if the times work out. I swear I didn't see that. What page is that on, Caslin? Because there's 70 loads on there right now.
Yeah, I'm doing a 88-mile one for 510.30.
So it's Pooler, Georgia to Lake Park.
And if you ever need empties in that area, that I was there today, and
don't give up my secrets.
That Home Depot's got a lot of empties. A lot of empties. Yeah.
So you say it's on the first page, halfway down. I didn't see it, brother.
That one's got a lot of empties in there.
Don't be giving my secret. It's my honey hole.
Even the Douglas Walmart, I was there today too, and that one's got pretty many empties in the off. They even have an overflow lot down the street. And there's
get on. One of you guys get on the load board. See if you can find that Pooler load.
Put Pooler at the very top where it says Destination City. Put Pooler up there at the very top. Put Pooler and it'll come up Pooler Georgia and it search.
I sworn I saw that message.
No loads found.
Oh, maybe it's gone now.
Caslin, is this still on there? Locust Grove, Georgia, Home Depot is a deficit. LOL. You still see it, Caslin?
I'm looking now to see. Hold on.
Yep, it's still on there.
What page is it on?
Okay.
Like the second page. The second page. On my phone, the second page.
Yeah, there it is. I got it. Okay.
Okay.
Then at 1330.
I can't find it, but I think the fuel surcharge is like 70 cents or something like that right now.
Yeah.
I just took it. All right. Thanks, Caslin. I appreciate that, man.
You do the math on that, and that's pretty much covering all your fuel costs as long as you're getting about 7 miles a gallon and you're careful where you fill. I mean, I filled up today for, was it $4.64 a gallon?
Shit, don't come to Georgia. It's over $5 everywhere you look over here.
Well, that's why I don't go to Georgia.
Well,
I was in Oklahoma.
They got the most freight right now too. Georgia,
I mean, even then, at 70 cents a mile, I mean, that's like $6.
That's got to be like on the low too. Thanks, Caslin. I appreciate that. Let's get back to these comments here. Okay, I figured you might run across him. He runs out of Troutdale. I don't know if he's still there. Had to train with him a little like 5 years ago. Kaz, I think I saw. Yeah, you saw that one too. Not in now. I got it. So, thanks, Caslin. Yeah, I got some reason you text messages are coming through. Yeah, I got some reason you text messages are coming through. There you are. There's Shannon. Michael Shepard, I sent you the link, brother. Did you not get it?
Well, so he's having sound like he's having problems with some text messaging or something.
Michael Shepard, give me your email address on here, and I'll email it to you. Locust Grove, Georgia. Okay, we already read that. Are coming through. Haul hard, long hard. I will be at gross 2,200 come Friday for only 780 miles. Okay, that's not bad.
Ooh.
$500 for 88 miles. Wow, it looks like hopper bottom money. Yeah. Fighter for Christ says Swift sucks. You know what? You are right. Swift does suck. You're
where you at?
That's pretty good too.
Swift sucks, but Swift sucks, but only works for 3 days, and I still got $1,500.
Yeah, I'm about to say, yeah, Swift sucks. You stay right where you at. You doing good where you at.
Yep.
Cass says, I don't think so, buddy. Don't go through Cali at 8. I agree. Question, please. Do any of you have your own dash cam? And so what brand and model? Thank you. There's so many out there. There really isn't a good rhyme or reason of one.
I heard a lot of people on the owner op page are doing the Valcom or what's that one?
Falcon.
Yeah.
I'm looking at the Falcon too. It's expensive though. It's like $600.
Well, you don't want to rely on the Swift one because I had a guy hit and run me this weekend, and I still haven't gotten the dash cam footage from Swift.
They're not going to give it to you.
I would get my own personal one even to cover your ass anyway.
I picked one up the next day because usually I have one, but mine died, and this guy he hit the side of my truck and took off. And luckily, there doesn't appear to be any actual damage. There's just some paint transfer on the fender, but yeah, the cops keep calling me. Hey, you got that dash cam footage yet? I'm like, they ain't giving it to me. So
they're not going to give it to you, brother. I promise you. You need your own camera to do that. They just they don't give that shit out, man.
So it's crazy is there's been lawsuits about that, and they're legally obligated to turn it over.
They have to have you got to have a court order for it. They're not legally obligated until the court order comes out, and they're only going to give it. They're only going to give it to the court system too. Anyways, they're not going to give it to you.
And so, speaking of cameras, James, last time we were on, you were supposed to let me know what the deal is because I'm a stop the mentor. Remember, I was telling you I want to get this camera out of here.
Oh, SeBrite.
SeBrite Insurance right now is the only way to go. I got guys I'm working on, but they haven't gotten back with me yet.
Okay.
I'll get with them tomorrow and find out what's going on.
So what would I do? Just let my driver consultant know, or do I need to call Michelle? Or
well, if you go SeBrite, they'll take care of everything for you. You call SeBrite, tell them what you got. She'll write a contract up in 30 minutes, and she'll send everything to Rapid and take care of it all for you.
Okay, and it'll change out the payment and all that. Okay,
everything changes. So
okay, I got a question. Where are you going after that Pooler one? Where are you going? Where's it dropping off at?
Lake Park, Georgia.
Oh. Okay, because right now there's a Albany, Georgia, going back to Jacksonville, Florida, 190 miles for $725.
Look, y'all, chill out. Look, chill out.
And it's on the 10.
You got to go down to Jacksonville.
I'm on my way. I'm on my way. Chill out.
When does it pick up?
And it picks up on the 10th at 8 o'clock till midnight, and then it delivers at 2 o'clock on the 11th.
Can't make that happen. That's too tight.
But it's only 12,000 pounds, too.
Doesn't matter. It's too tight, man. Can't make that happen.
Procter Gamble to it's going to Amazon.
You can do it.
But yeah.
Right. But the thing is, 200 miles. Come on, man.
For $725.
So
yeah, but it's an Amazon though, so you might be sitting all day.
Yeah, you might be sitting for it. Yep.
So Caslin says Valdosta, Georgia Raceway is $4.55 a gallon. You know what? I will be filling up there tomorrow.
Yeah, did you guys see my post
to get there,
earlier?
It'll be 7.
No. It in certain areas we getting some good runs with this fuel. I picked up $4.99 in the morning in Taylorville, is that Indiana? I think
that was safe.
No, it was Speedway.
Speedway.
Yeah, so I was really surprised. So I said, okay, cool. Caught a break here.
Yeah, I stopped at a QT in the middle of nowhere, Oklahoma, on a U.S. highway, and it was like $4.60 a gallon.
So the Fighter for Christ just gave us a thumbs up that Swift is sucks.
He's still on one, huh?
He's really a fighter for Christ if he's talking like that. That's for sure.
Hey, fighter, if you don't mind me asking, why are you having that take on Swift? Are you a previous employee, or did you get treated bad, or what's your deal?
So Scar's House says
You
Billy
probably going
Earl
out with somebody else.
2 Pro dash cam. There is a new but don't major upgrade for the money. Okay. Cali is back up to $8 a gallon. So there's $8.11 at Baltimore right now at the TA. Who'd we lose? Jonah again? Damn it.
Yep.
Red Bearded Biker. What's going on, man? Nexar is a great camera.
Nexar is a great
So
camera.
I got to meet Red Bearded Biker at the truck show, man. We've known each other for quite a few years, but never met each other until this past weekend. And by the way, his wife is the one that did my decals on my truck.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Give me some phone numbers, Red Bearded Biker, so I can get these guys some decals. Jonah, this is the guy, his wife did the decals for me.
Yeah, I'm gonna need that number too.
So, I got a Garmin Mini 3 as the dash cam I got. I got it for like $80 at a Walmart. It works pretty good.
Terry B says, I ate there at the 83 Diner, and they had the best coconut cream pie. I asked who made it. She says someone comes from Baltimore with all their desserts. Okay. I mean, they're really good. Albany, Georgia, 410 to 2359 to Jacksonville,
Yep,
411, 190, 725, another good load. So I need to
That's the one that I was talking about.
look at that.
Dang.
I need to go back.
Shannon, where you at right now?
Where am I at? I'm somewhere in Tennessee. Cleveland, Cleveland, Tennessee.
Okay, did you just get switched over to percentage?
No, remember, I think we were talking, and I said I was going to get with my driver consultant, get everything going, and she had some stuff going on, so she had to take a couple of days off. So I just sent her a message, say, hey, when you come back, I kind of ping ponged. I jumped up to Illinois, and I was here up the road when I picked the load up here in Tennessee 3 days ago. So I grabbed a load going to Chicago, then I grabbed another load coming right back to Tennessee, like three minutes from where I was at. So I said, when I get here, I'm not taking no loads, and we're gonna do this changeover. So I just signed the contract about 2 hours ago. So
okay.
I believe Phoenix got it, but it was probably close to their cutoff. So I'm figuring sometime tomorrow, because I was checking the load. They said just periodically check the load board and see if it does the numbers where you got to re-sign in again. And they said if it does that, you good to go. If not, they said by tomorrow you should be in the game. So
all right,
I guess I better make my way to Georgia.
Caslin, there's a big strike on that load. It's going to Amazon. I won't take it. It's Jacksonville, Amazon. Not going to do it. They must have changed in because the driver hit me back in like October or near there, and they gave me the dash footage for that. But that's when I had the smart drive. I saved it on my phone. Yeah, when you had the old smart drive, you should have been able to save it on your phone.
Yeah.
I am so glad I'm pulling these shows because I'm doing 500 miles a week for $4,800. That's pretty damn good, buddy.
Yeah.
Trey wants to know what shows and who's performing. He's got a good deal going on. He's hauling EDM festival across the country. So this guy's done all kinds of stuff. What was the rock band you did last year? Was it what was the name of that thing?
Metallica?
No, it was a kind of a pop group, not Smash Mouth, but my own worst enemy was the name of the song that they did. One of the big ones. No, that's Lit. What is the name of that group? I'll think of them. Tell me what the name of that group is, Redbeard. It's Exit 8 Dreams. The racetrack. Yeah, that's QT at Exit 18. 16 is the racetrack. I didn't tell her my DM, but I refused to download their app to run it. Yep, absolutely. I'm not running any of that shit. I hear them festivals are deafening. They definitely are deafening. I have the Rove 4K dash cam. It's a great camera. That's the same one I have, Timothy, is a Rove 4K. So I can run percent board with experience. If you have experience, you should be able to, yes.
So I can't.
Billy Earlham, thank you for all the info. Stay safe. That's appreciate it, man. Glad you came in. Anyone wants to dispatch you, let me know.
He's offering to dispatch people.
She is almost done with training at her new job. She will be able to start those after she is done with that. Awesome. What's up, says the Warlord. Hey, buddy, glad you're in here. James So says, I need that number for decals. Yeah, as soon as he gives it to me, guys, I'll give it to you guys. What we'll do a live video with him on here, and we'll put it out there.
Where
Red,
do we
hope
see
you don't
the
mind coming in.
FC? Is that the fuel
They send you
surcharge?
yeah, they
It should
send
be
you
in your. It
message
should be in your
each week.
settlement.
Yeah, settlements.
Like
It's
2 or
in your
3 rows
They
down.
also,
It's
and they
also in
also
the
send a message each week, and it's in your contract.
Fighter for Christ. Yes, I was employed there at one time, and I have a friend that's an owner operator there. There's a laundry list of reasons why I can't stand them, but that's really making you happy. Good for you. Yeah, I mean we're all doing pretty good. You know, you can tell your friend to contact me. I'll try to help him if he needs help. You're worth more than that, though. Well, I mean, you know, everybody has their obligations and reasons, and you know, trust me, I get paid for what I'm worth. I do very well. All of us do.
I'll tell you, Ed, everywhere I've been, other than where I was running outlaw stuff, it made the most steady money here.
Do it now. I did it last August. Probably was the best move.
Breaking my lease and packing my things up, moving to Florida. Wife says lots of great new drivers joining Flying Fellas tonight. Week 1 to the Rabbit family. Subscribe, like, and share to this community. Yeah, guys, please like, comment, subscribe. Michael Sage is in the house. How you all? Hey, buddy, glad you're in here. And Red Bearded falling in reverse and ice. 9 kills a year and a half ago. I'm thinking of I just can't think what the name of that damn group is.
For a second there, I thought he said 9 Inch Nails. Man, I would have been jealous.
It's not lit. Welcome to the Rabbit family. Give me a minute here. I'm gonna look up that group.
Hey, Shannon,
Yes.
where'd you deliver at in Cleveland? Was it Merrimack's Home Products?
I don't know.
Let me read
My
this real
own
quick.
worst enemy is lit.
Yeah, I know that's not the song that I'm thinking of. Joe Trey says, you ever did pro wrestling shows? No, I never did. So I used to listen to a sports channel on weekends. He would come on Fridays, and now he does weekdays. But he would do a show called Pro Wrestler or Porno Star. And you would be surprised how many porno stars and wrestlers' names are so similar. You would really, because it would be like Long John Dong or something like that, and you'd have to guess if it was a porn star or a wrestler. And half the times, the ones you think would be a porn star were wrestlers, and vice versa.
And there's been quite a few wrestlers who were porn stars too.
Well, there you go. That might be a double whammy there.
Yeah.
Like China.
I dropped a Kroger.
Oh, okay. I'm sending you something right now.
Here you go. Cleveland, Tennessee, 49 to Locust Grove, Georgia, 162 miles, 559.
That's the one I was just gonna tell you about. That's the one I was talking. That's the one I was just saying. I'm sending it to you.
Stop! Don't send me nothing right now.
That's what I was sending you.
Don't send me nothing right now. I don't want to get too happy too fast, too quick.
Redbeard says pro wrestling gigs pay sucks, so I tend not to like them. Scars House says, any death metal fan, I'm going to see Die Art is Murder and Body Snatcher next month. Never heard of either one of those groups, honestly. Now, Jonah, on the other hand, has already been to all of their shows in the Southeast. You've been to all these shows in the Southeast of Die Art is Murder and the Body Snatchers.
Nah, I ain't never heard of them.
The death metal group. You know all about death metal.
Never
I
heard
don't
of
know
them.
none of that.
Now, I can tell you right now who's all about death metal, and that's Alan. If Alan was on here, he'd be all over. The Warlord says, just started LP a few weeks ago. Super excited to see how this year goes. There's a lot of good things going on, the Warlord. And speaking of the devil, we were talking about you at the beginning of the show and all your healthy foods. I had some good food here at this 83 diner tonight, and I know it wasn't good for me, but man, was it good. Knoxville, Tennessee, 4-9 at 12 to 23.59 to Ladsden, South Carolina, 4-10. to 1,200, 352 for wow, $1,004. That's pretty damn good. Sorry, meant that towards the red bearded. Did you see my email? No, Michael, I did not. Let me go back up. I'm sorry. Did I skip over it? Did you guys see Michael's email?
No, we won't see it if he sent to you.
Right?
Well, he didn't send it to me. I told him to put it up here.
We wouldn't.
Yeah, I don't see it, Michael. The Kroger in Atlanta is the worst ever. You got the wrong Jonah. Let me see if I got it in here, Michael.
No, the Kroger in Puyallup is the worst ever.
Michael Shepard, I didn't get it, brother.
I don't know if you've ever been to that one in Puyallup, Washington, but oh my God, that one is the worst ever.
There's Steven. What's up, Steven? Let me give Michael Shepard a call.
So Michael Shepard and Shelton are both having the same issue, huh?
I guess so.
Please leave your message for
Buddy Michael, your phone's not even working.
please leave your message.
All right, Michael, I can't help you, buddy.
So if it's your cell phone internet or your T-Mobile, call 611. Let them know. They could be having an issue with the tower. I've had that happen at the terminal down in Fontana, and they reset the tower, and it started working.
So what company was that? That's first. I've never heard that before. What company was that?
T-Mobile.
Hey, T-Mobile, I want to reset the tower here.
The tower? Dang.
Well, you call 611, you let them know that, hey, I'm having issues. I'm not getting through. Maybe it's because I have a business account. I don't know. But they were able to figure out which tower they were able to figure out which tower I was connected to, and then they ran a diagnostic on it and said they had to restart it. They restarted it and started working.
Yeah, more power than Billy Bob Thornton does in his commercials right now, man. That's great, man. I love that. You got some fun, man. Yeah, you want here on the lower half of this tower. Because it ain't working right now.
Not big of a deal. I mean, I used to work for them back in the day, so. They could tell they could tell what cell you're connected to and then reset it if they have to.
I'm here all week, folks. I only charge $500 to load your book. LOL. Chasing Ninja says, just got to New Boston. What, you want a cookie? Heavy music, all screaming and heavy metal guitars and more distortion. That's 50 TVs with a rabbit ears. Buddy, you lost me at ha ha ha.
I don't know about death metal, but a lot more people need to listen to Rage Against the Machine.
Wife says, yeah, James, that's why you're burping all night from that healthy food. Buddy, but here I am calling my wife Buddy. Baby, I got to tell you, and I did that earlier on the phone with her too, and I had to cover it up because she's like, Buddy, I ain't your fucking buddy. I'm your wife. Yeah, when you eat red sauce, it kind of makes you burp a little bit. And I had some good red sauce tonight. I had a chicken parm sub, and it was excellent.
Acid reflux.
So, tell you what, you ever want to run your wife away, eat some of these before going home.
Oh, wow. Garlic Parmesan, huh? I started with cents per mile. Now I think I should have started with percentage pay. Yeah, percentage pay, I think, is going to be all good, guys. Just got to New Boston a little bit ago. No, I only delivered to Walmart, D.C. and Costco in Washington. Jonah, are you in Greer right now? You're in Richmond, aren't you, Jonah?
Yeah, I'm in Richmond.
Yeah. No, I only deliver. Okay, you just read that. Caslin, you're sounding like Super Ego.
Oh, wow.
Where do we see the fuel surcharge? Fuel surcharge.
He really wants to know. He's been asking for like 20 minutes. Yeah, it's in the settlements. Look at the load number, and it'll tell you like your cent, and then it'll get a total to the right.
It's also in your contract. If you go in your contract, there's a chart. And it'll tell you what the national average fuel is and what your fuel surcharge is. So go to the Department of Energy website. It says what the national average is, and you take that number and cross it off on the chart. They also send a message once a week on Tuesdays.
T-Bone says T-Mobile went. T-Bone says T-Mobile went and realigned the rabbit ears. That's what Wes did. He told him to realign the rabbit ears. Realign the wabbit ears. Scars, you'll see it later towards the end of your page. It's attached to you per trip basis.
Yep.
And they just sent also, you might want to hold off. They sent a notice out saying that there's something wrong with the system anyway.
Yeah,
so everybody's stuff isn't loading. So you might be trying to find something that's not available right now.
Michael Shepard, call me right now. Call me right now. He said he just talked to his wife. Here is Shannon's load.
Uh-oh.
I don't want it.
Hey,
I don't know.
That's you haven't been on here in a while. What was your original name, AM Motorlines? Pop Tart. You ain't been here in a while. Where you been?
Pop Tart.
Yep. Trucker Vitamins. Crossville, Tennessee, 49 1300 to 2359 to Swanee, Georgia, 410 at 0830 for 200 miles for $756.
Wow.
Hugs, everybody. Hugs. Pop Tart. Where you been, Pop Tart?
Yeah, boy.
You guys realize we've been on this damn thing for an hour and a half already?
Yep, and it's always a good time too.
Man. Okay, I just signed my contract. I just picked up my first load as owner-operator. Congratulations, buddy.
Right.
It's all good. I ran
welcome.
Nothing else for them to do for the next 2 weeks. Pop Tart says, I'm a busy girl. You guys know how it LOL hugs, okay? Oh man, guys. It's like I'll be driving at 4:30 again in the morning. Actually, I drove at 2:00 this morning. Oh man. I end up stopping and taking a nap for about 5 hours. I should have reset my clock is what I should have did, but I didn't.
So now I like running those auto loads because they're all open, man. You deliver it as soon as you get there, pick it up as soon as you get there. I prefer to just run, you know.
Now make me too. Now I'm going to be going through DC during rush hour in the morning, and I'm not too happy about that. But DC and yeah, I know. Tell me about it. So the wife says, "Pop Tart, where have you been? Nice to see you, Pop." In the evening. Here we go. Scar's house. Thy art is murder. Look up the song "Reign of Darkness." My ears are just fine right now, and I want to keep them that way. First load, just be careful dealing with the spot. Hauling spot is a mess. Yeah, I'm not a big spot market person. The Warlord started at 6:30, ended at 6:45. Was a long day. I had a long day too. Hang on, guys. This is our boy. What's going on, Mike?
Yeah, I can hear you now. For some reason, nothing's going through.
Let's email this to you here real quick. Give me a second here. I'm gonna pop it up.
Okay.
Let me go to this other email. Hang on here a second. Bear with me, guys. We're gonna get on here. What is your email?
It's the word twisted, and then INJUN, the number 1 at yahoo.com.
Like everyone sign them up for spam.
Twisted Engine 1 at yahoo.com?
Correct.
So you're an engine, huh?
Yes, sir. My dad was full-blood Cherokee.
Let me get this to you. Bear with me, guys. We're getting Michael on here. We're going to go through the back side here and get it done. Look and see if you got that email.
All right, hang on just a second.
Wow, I got all these comments that just popped up. I've been everywhere, ma'am. Just been mostly busy, okay? Knoxville, Tennessee, 4-9 to 17, 23:59. Richmond,
Yep,
Virginia.
I got it.
All right, buddy. We'll see you in.
Okay.
Bye. And 414 miles. Anybody running the West Coast on percentage? 414 miles for 13.
Wow.
48.
Mm.
1346. I parked at the Loves in Bennett, Colorado. I have delivery window tomorrow. Didn't feel like playing in the Denver traffic this evening. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
You must
Don't
be
miss
going
that.
to man, I've been at that Loves in Bennett, Colorado so many times. They got a King Supers right next door, which is basically a Kroger grocery store. But man, I've been there so many times.
First delivery I ever did as a truck driver was to the King Supers DC up in Denver for Golden.
Yep.
Right.
I've been here before too. If Techno was on here, he could say the same thing too, because me and him spent a lot of times in that area, running for First Fleet back in the day. Trucking with T-Bone. Everybody gives a thumbs up, and only Alex Fitness. So Mike, I don't know what happened, buddy, but you disappeared. Only Alex Fitness. Thanks for coming in, buddy. We appreciate you coming in, brother. There's Michael.
Yeah, sorry, guys.
It's all good, man. It's all
Glare
good.
going on there.
I got a hat on.
All right. Michael's in the house. Let's tell everybody good night. See you guys later.
All right. Took 10 hours.
I think you got to turn your phone sideways, Michael.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure this out. It's not.
Well,
I'm having phone issues tonight.
Hey, Alex, I appreciate the $2, man, but I don't have a way to give it back to you, but I don't do the channel to collect money, guy. I really do appreciate it. I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but I don't even have it set up on here because I don't take money from other truck drivers like other guys do. I appreciate it, though.
Can you give me the money for the recruitment bonus?
Huh?
Yeah, I don't know. This damn thing won't let me rotate it for some reason.
Pow! Pow!
Cool. Can you give me the money you got for the recruitment bonus for me?
You know, that's where you're wrong, man. I take the recruitment bonus from Swift. I don't take it from the drivers, you know. And I've never, it's never been a big secret that I don't make money off the recruitment bonus.
Well, you said you don't do the videos for the money.
So
Sorry,
Nick is
humor.
I don't make money off the videos. I don't. Nick wants to know, can we park at US Express terminals, or do you all know?
I have no idea.
I think.
So can we? I got a question about that. Can we park at night terminals?
Yeah, I know the Indianapolis one.
Really?
Yeah.
Do we need to call ahead?
No, you just go.
Just pull up to the gate, hit the button.
Well, I say just to have Nick try to go in there, hit the button and talk to him and see what they say.
See, what's crazy is I still have a night badge.
Time out, guys. Time out. Pop-Tart, go ahead and send me that 10 grand on my Apple account. Please do right now. Right ahead. So Trey says he's going to King Supers later. He's been there a lot. $3.25 a mile is good. Give it to Caslim. It looks like he needs it. Caslim. That's better than mileage board. Yeah, absolutely. And what did Charlie and Jeff call you on the show the other night, Craig? The Craigster, Craigie, or I can't remember what they called you, man. I've already read that one. I'm waiting on that $10,000, Pop-Tart. Okay, I got to go, but I have one question. I'll ask you three, and we'll check back later when your show's over. Just want to get an opinion. Shoot for it.
Yeah.
Shoot for it.
Yeah, I think the only night terminal they don't like you being at is the one in Phoenix. That's, I mean,
why would you go to that one when you got the Swift terminal?
Yeah, you got the Swift terminal there, but for me, they got a night terminal in Lakeland, Florida. That's like 20 minutes from my house.
Yeah.
So instead of me parking in Ocala,
if you're wanting to park there while you're at home, you have to get permission. But if you're just stopping there for the night, you're probably good. But they'll probably let you park there. They offered to let me park at that. It's the LTL company they got. They have one in Orlando, and I can't remember what the name of it is.
So Trey said he spent the night at the night terminal somewhere in Tennessee. I think I went to the truck stop down the road with the kitchen. James, I think you've been there. Yeah, that's in Lebanon, Tennessee. I know exactly where you're talking about. So here's the question that Fighter for Christ wants. Swift has come out with the 70% option, and it's 70% of whatever they determine the current market rate is. Not what a rate confirmation or direct shipper says it is, but Swift says it is. That's correct.
Yep.
Okay.
You made my evening. I appreciate it. The joy, James. I don't expect to be giggling. You are always all right with me. Thank you. I appreciate it, Pop-Tart. It's always nice to have you in. Still waiting on that 10 G's.
Yeah, it's not any different than what Schneider does or what any of the or Prime does. They don't ever send you the rate confirmation. They just tell you what the rate is. So I mean,
hey, you know what? And I'm not being Mr. Swift Boy here or anything, but one thing I will say, and we talked about it earlier in the show, some of the loads we get are 45, 50, 60%, and they actually tell us right on the screen that we're only getting 60% on that load. So if they were going to lie about whatever the load is, why would they lie about those? You know what I mean?
Well, it's like you were saying the first time I talked to you about it. What does it matter? What you see is what you get, whether it's 70%, 90%,
you accept
100%.
it. Yeah, you accept it or
if
you don't.
Accept it,
or you
the more pressing question here is for that gentleman, what is it that he's looking for? Because it sounds to me like, okay, are you making $5 a mile where you're at now? That would be the question: is what are you looking for? Yeah. Because if you're griping at the 70%, well, what are you looking for? 99%? I mean, what's the hang up? Like, to me, it sounds more. I mean, you really must have got burnt by Swift because I mean, you grinding on 70%. I'm about to pick up on it, and I'm happy. I'm happy to get to 70%.
Caslin just said Swift has no rate confirmations. It's not a smart market load. Absolutely.
Yep.
So I mean, all I can say is I've been at a bunch of different companies. I've done a bunch of different things, and
you don't. Right.
The thing with Swift is consistency. Because you can go to a company that says they're going to pay you $5 a mile, but then you only get 800 miles or whatever.
How long does that take to? Yeah, this guy, unfortunately, he sounds like he's just very unhappy with Swift, or he's unhappy with trucking. Because I don't understand. Okay, how do you know they're not being transparent? How do you know?
Let me finish reading this comment. And you don't see any of it. You either accept it or you don't. True. Do you really expect them to be transparent with that? Also, you have a fuel surcharge updated now. And how long did it take? So, again, like I said, I think they're honest about it because they wouldn't have to show you that it's 45 or 50% if it's less than the 70. Did you get the increase? Take care now. So that, and again, like Shannon says, I think you got a beef with Swift, and it's not really a beef with the system. Whatever that beef is with Swift is something that you need to work on for yourself. And again, you said you'll never be here anyway. So what difference does it make what we explained to you about it? Because you already said you wouldn't come back. I don't understand the question.
Here's the other thing. I drove for a company that gave us the rate confirmations, and we found out later they were giving us fake rate confirmations that they edited on Photoshop, added different numbers to, and then
sounds like Super Ego.
Yep. It wasn't Super Ego. It was a company out of Chicago called GNS. They were with GTS, but they were giving us the rate confirmations. I remember I did a load, and the broker sent me the real rate confirmation, not the edited one that GNS gave me. And that's when we figured out that they were screwing us. So I mean, even if they do give you the rate confirmation, you don't know if it's legit or not, because unless you're dealing with the broker yourself, you will never know.
Right, but I think Swift's they're so big that with the federal government coming down on like Super Ego and all these other Serbian companies, that they're not going to take a chance on lying to you and someone finding out that, oh, you've been giving us 50% when you're saying you're giving us 70%, because that's a major lawsuit. I mean, I don't think they're going to take the chance on that.
Well,
And
you also
Swift
gotta-
is basing it off of the market rates for the lane, which you can look those up on.
At current time, yeah.
Well, and you also got to think about that. A lot of the Swift stuff is contract, so they might be only $1 a mile, and they're giving us $2 a mile. That's what I'm saying. You got the rate.
Yeah. So it's just one of those things. I mean, James said it best. Some people want to make $1,000 a week. Some people want to make $500 a week. Some people want to be home every weekend. Whatever makes your boat float, that's the lane you should jump in. What each one of us are agreeing to, it's 6 of us on here, and I promise you, all of us have a different way of getting to the number that we're looking for.
So here's 2 comments, and then I'm going to go back to Caslin. People find anything to complain about, and Psalm said it right there. And the next one, Swifty Swift says, he may not be fighting for Christ, and that's the same thing I said at the beginning too, especially when he called Swift and said Swift sucks. Somebody fighting for Christ isn't going to say something like that.
Yeah.
Caslin says, I don't care what Swift keeps. If I like the rate, that's all that matters. Same with the broker transparency crap. Absolutely. I agree with you. And these people talk about broker transparency. It's real easy. You don't like the load. You don't like the price. You don't take it. Pretty simple.
If you don't like trucking, don't drive the trucks.
Yep.
The only thing that really bothers me after 33 years of driving is when they start double brokering. Where, like, I was listening to this guy on a podcast. When I was out in California, got an Amazon load, and he had to take it to Texas. And according to Amazon, he was like 2 days ahead of schedule for delivery. And he was sleeping in a parking lot, and he heard somebody knocking at his door. There's another driver in a truck saying he had the paperwork from the broker saying that he was supposed to repower that load because the guy was running late. And he called Amazon. Amazon says, no, you are not doing that. Call the cops. And they're hijacking loads. It's ridiculous. I mean, these brokers make enough money as it is. They don't need to be doing this too.
Our Mother Trucker talked about that one on a video.
Wow.
Yeah.
Only Alex says, with this foreign companies, you have to pay the taxes on the money they steal from you because they keep the original rate cons and send it in tax season. Yeah.
Now, I was making good money at that GTS company, so I wasn't complaining too loudly. I was bringing in like 10 grand a week, but we were running dual logs and all that crazy stuff. So
Yep, see.
How long ago was it? Wes, how long
invaded Ukraine and it went in the toilet, and that's when I stopped doing it. But,
Wes, how long ago was that?
that was from 2021 to like 2023. I was doing that.
Okay, so you're past the statute of limitations then. So
I was about to say, this dude here dry snitching. Ain't nobody would have ever known that from me.
they can't prove it, even if they wanted to. They couldn't prove it. So.
Well, Super Eagle does that too. They'll sit there. When I ran 3 weeks for Super Eagle and never got a paycheck, and those guys, like, the first load they put me on, I ran out of
Eagle.
Yeah, I ran out of hours. I was going to be like 3 hours short from being able to make it to the shipper. So the guy, and I'm sitting on the side of the road, and the guy goes, "Okay, hang on a second." All of a sudden, my tablet blinks, and now I got a full 70 and full clock already.
So the way the GTS company did it, or GNS, is they had drivers on payroll who were like retired, and they would have an e-log for that driver, and they would switch the names. So like your log would become their log, and their log would become your log, and then they would just notate it that they were your co-driver. They had a family emergency. They got off the truck. And then
I'm giving you guys capes because you guys are Superman even to do that. As soon as I see some hinky stuff like that, they can have the truck. I'm out.
You got somewhere you parked, and then they would just switch it right back, and they would just keep switching the name on the log. And then if I got pulled into a weigh station, they did a log out. I just told them, yeah, man, he had a family emergency, he had to get off the truck. All good. They didn't even look twice.
Man,
so
nobody was sleeping during that period, huh? Nobody got no sleep.
Oh, I would sleep. I'd pull over, sleep when I wanted to. When I felt tired, I'd pull over, take a nap. I mean, it was rather liberating. I was less tired driving that way than I do driving legit. Because Ford used to be like that too.
When I hauled prototype cars for Ford out of Dearborn out to Yucca, Arizona, and Naples, Florida, they would do that. They'd tell us we had to run multiple logbooks and able to get these loads out there to Arizona and down to Florida. And I drove straight out without any sleep. And I remember going into Arizona, New Mexico. It says, "Welcome to New Mexico." And the next thing I know is I see a sign that says, "Welcome to Arizona." I don't even remember the entire state.
Me doing a 34, I end up leaving a 34 more exhausted than when I entered it, because it's just, I got that schedule that I run. I get set in it, I'm good, but having to stop and, do a 34, that messes me all up, man.
I used to get like that. I'd go home from my 34, but my ex-wife was the reason I was exhausted, because she was just exhausting. Couldn't stand it.
Pop Tart says 25% is fair for drivers. They are able to do well. And Alex is laughing. Pop Tart, you still have fuel, commercial, insurance, taxes, payroll, back office, not include maintenance, food, tolls, parking, or unloading, etc. And she feels bad for the mom and pop that are riding around paying for another man's taxes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Now, the thing I still to this day don't understand is lumper fees. You pay them to unload their own cargo. It's like back in the day, it made sense because they were third-party people who were just hanging out at the docks, trying to make a few bucks. Be like, "Hey man, I'll unload your truck for $50." Now,
what I don't understand is what does the driver have to do with the lumper fee? I should not pull up to no dock and they say, "Oh, you got to give us $175." No, I do not. I'm just supposed to back this thing up and pull away. What do I have to do with a lumper fee? Yeah, and then they'll say, "Well, if you don't pay it, we gonna refuse it." I was like,
I rode with my dad when I was a kid, and back then, like I said, it was just a bunch of Mexicans hanging out at the dock. Be like, "Hey man, pay me $100, I'll unload your truck." That's what it was. It wasn't like an official person who worked at the warehouse. It was just some guy hanging out at the docks, because back then drivers unloaded their own stuff.
Well, yeah, because back in the 70s, owner operators had to buy their load and then sell their load to the receiver.
Yep. Yeah.
So that's why you used to always see the guys back in the 70s and early 80s, big old wads of cash, because they had to pay for the loads in order to get the loads from the shipper. Yeah. And it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it was different back in those days. But then they, then it all became like they wouldn't let us unload our own cargo for insurance reasons, but they still had the lumpers. And then we have to pay the lumper to unload their product. Man, it makes no sense. It's just a shell game with money. That's all it is. Well, honestly, it's so the lumper services are 1099, and they can say they're independent and they don't have to pay their payroll taxes. That's probably what it is.
But technically, if you look at it, if you have a load on your truck, you own that. As soon as you write your name on that shipping paper, that is your load. You own that load until you get it to the receiver and the receiver signs for it. So, I mean, it's technically
responsible for it.
It does say that
you're
responsible.
Yep.
But that is your load. You're responsible for it, because if you owned it, you could just turn around and sell it without any repercussions. But you're responsible for it.
If you wreck that truck and you tear that trailer up, you own that load. You're paying for it, whether it's through your insurance or what, but you own that load.
Yeah.
All right, let me read these comments. Pop Tart says it's 2026. We have our own fuel being delivered, and the fuel cost alone is doubled. It's, for example, a driver's running underneath another one's authority. It's going to be ugly if the diesel fuel continues to rise. And without diesel, we can't operate. And I made a comment the other night on the last show. I personally think that diesel should be a no charge to the driver. I think the company should be 100% involved in the diesel purchase, because it has nothing to do with us. Honestly, it shouldn't have anything to whether the diesel is 50 cents a gallon or whether it's $50 a gallon. It has absolutely nothing to do with us. Other than us putting
fuel surcharges for.
I know, but you understand what I'm saying? It shouldn't have any, there should be no numbers involved with fuel with us. It should be just like a company driver, in my opinion, when it comes to fuel.
I've seen companies, not very many, but in the past couple of years, I've seen a couple of them that offered like, they pay for certain things like Swift does, but then they also say they don't take care of the fuel. The driver doesn't have to pay for the fuel.
Wow.
And that, so it's far and few between, but I've seen it twice.
So Pop-Tart says, without commercial insurance, we can't operate. And James So makes probably one of the most common comments. I'm going to change the subject, and I hate after-hours dispatch. James,
Memphis ECT is the worst ECT.
James, I'm going to tell you, just like I've told you and every other guy that's on here and anybody else, if you need contact after hours, I've got a woman in Memphis. We can always give her a call.
Weekend dispatch is horrible.
Yeah.
Well, sometimes it takes forever to answer the phone. That's the that phone can ring, and then hear that. Yeah.
Hey, Jonah, are you on an angle?
Just
you
wait
in Arizona,
ECT.
and they pick up in Detroit.
Right.
Just wait.
I was just wondering if
ECT
Jonah was
should
on
be
an
the
angle
AI
because he keeps sliding out of the picture.
Oh, my bad.
They're going to make the rapid response AI or ECT. Just wait.
It already is.
Yeah, I was on hold for almost 2 hours waiting for rapid response, and then it finally came out and said, "Leave a message."
Yep,
Yeah.
that's what happened to me. But we're not supposed to call rapid response anymore. That's what I heard.
Yeah, well, I didn't know that until you guys started talking about that.
Oh,
You
why
know.
not?
They literally just changed that like the day before yesterday, by the way.
I didn't know about that till now too.
Oh, I always send the email first, then I call.
Yeah, it took me 4 hours to get someone to answer the phone and give Peterbilt the AOK to replace my airbags last week. And then it took like another 2 hours to get the PO to pay for it.
You should just be able to call on-road for that.
I'm gonna say on road.
I tried. Nobody answered. People were saying they're going to call you back. Yeah, it was bad. I ended up
One of
getting
those
some.
days.
Yeah, I got one of the big wigs involved. I guess he was. He said he was, anyways. And then it got taken care of. But
I'll tell you, that's the one thing that has gone downhill since Knight got involved.
Because that's Knight's program. Yeah, Knight's program is at
the
5 o'clock.
rapid, all that.
Everybody go home.
Yeah. Before Knight got involved, the shops were 24/7. You could always reach someone on road. The only
Pull
thing
into
that
a terminal,
was,
somebody's in the dispatch window.
Yeah.
Well, I talked to what's his name, the head of the shop out there in Greer, back when I had my turbo fixed, and he told me the reason that it takes like a day or two to get into a shop and that there's no night shift is because they can't afford to keep anybody because everybody keeps getting job offers from shops paying better money than Swift will.
Well, maybe they should pay better money.
That's what I said, but
I know that.
It's a
I know
crazy
that Atlanta.
concept, but
And shortages too, though.
I know Atlanta is open till like 9 or 11 o'clock, and so is Lancaster, I think. I know them.
well, there's a shortage of diesel mechanics, and there has been for years. So, companies are desperate for them. They're going to pay more money for them, and it's just the nature of doing business, supply and demand economics. You think a company as big as Knight or Swift would understand that?
Yeah.
It costs more to constantly train and replace good mechanics than it does just to pay the good mechanics more so they stick around. I mean, it's crazy talk, but
all right. So I'm gonna bring something up, and then I'm gonna read these comments. So if any of you guys haven't had a chance, go to Swift's Facebook page, the owner operator Facebook page, and yours truly from the truck show was on their page finally. After bugging the crap out of them, sending pictures while we were there, wanting to do live streams while we were there. 3 weeks later, they finally put my picture up there in the truck show. After I gave them all the chances to have free publicity while we were there. Anyway, it's finally up, by the way.
Did you get all beautiful? Did you have to get all beautified and everything?
I didn't have to do shit. Melody, that's for sure. Pop-Tart, yeah, we buy our own. Pop-Tart, you do buy our own fuel. And Caslin's giving you good loads again there. Jackson, Georgia to Jackson, Florida. I saw that. 80 miles for 836 at 62%. And this goes back to the comment with the Jesus is Christ guy or whatever. 62%, we're still $2.98 a gallon. Anthony gives the P. I don't know what that means. Maybe tongue sticking out. I don't know. Pop Dart says, do they make y'all pay for the fuel costs is what I'm asking. Yes, we pay for our fuel, but there's a fuel surcharge added in also. James, so yes, I need to call her or we need to call her.
Who's her?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I just haven't poured all my fuel bills over to Jonah's account, so.
Nah, don't do that.
James, so I don't know who we're talking about. Clue me in. I just left the mechanic field because of low pay. Yep. Okay. And next time, contact the media team in advance. I thought about that, but I had no idea. I gave them every opportunity to do something about it.
You ever think us drivers get treated like garbage? Go talk to a diesel mechanic. Oh man.
Yeah. Yeah, Craig, I was
doing that.
Craig, I was actually going to call you and ask you about that, but honestly, I got sidetracked, dude. I was so busy that week getting things together. We had the drama with the Barbie doll and just everything going on, and I just wasn't able to get in contact.
The Barbie doll.
I don't even want to know what he's talking about, Barbie doll.
The Barbie doll.
Hey, James, just because you have a blow-up down that jump seat don't mean you can run in the HOV lane.
I would rather have a blow-up doll than what we're talking about. And honestly, I think everyone that knows this situation would agree with it.
Yeah.
Okay, hugs, everybody. I got to go. You guys be careful. Stay safe. Bye, James. Thanks, Pop-Tart. We appreciate you coming in. Still waiting on that 10K. Crap, I forgot my email, my fuel receipts for IFTA. Yeah, you still got time. You can get it done. Guys like me love working on stuff, but I can't make a living off 30 flat rate hours. Agree. Alex says it's been 2 days now, and I'm still on hold for rapid response.
Oh, wow.
Call them for sure because they don't want to talk to you.
Yep. Yeah, I think they finally called me back. Let's see, last Tuesday when I had the airbags replaced. They called me on Thursday.
So what's the reason for us not being able to call them anymore? Who do we contact?
Well, here's the thing, and I agree a little bit. I talked to Elmer about it today, and I'm only talking about one individual, but there are several individuals that did it. One individual called 30 times in one day, okay? 30 times in one day. Left a message, hung up, called again. Left a message, called again. Did that literally 30 times, and never got a phone call back from him. Called Elmer and told Elmer the situation. Elmer literally took 10 minutes out of his day. He has a direct line with Rapid, took care of the situation within 10 minutes. And that's kind of what started it. And it's not just Elmer. There's been several people that have done this and several driver leaders that have done this. And I can understand it. They don't want to be bothered, 30 different times for the same guy when they're trying to just take care of one person one time. You know what I mean?
I mean, it's literally their job. Their job is to support us. I mean, come on.
Actually, it's not their job. Their job is to sign the contracts. And that's the same thing Elmer said. Their job is to get the contracts together for the new guys coming in with the recruiters and get, everybody on board. It's not their job to do what they're doing. There's only
they must have changed their job from
There's only three.
When I was there before.
Listen to me. There's only 3 people in Rapid that really needs to talk to us, and that's the 3 people that are on the mechanical team. That should be the only reason why you should be able to have to talk to Rapid to begin with anything.
Okay, so they changed their role from when I was here last. When I was here last, Rapid Response was literally owner-operator support. That's what they were for. They were to help us with things that were specific owner-operator issues. And then they had a separate department for dealing with contracts. So they must have changed it because back in the day, like if you had any issue that was specifically for an owner-operator, you were supposed to call Rapid and have them work it out.
A lot of things that have changed since 2022. When I first started here, when you called after hours, the phone was picked up within 2 rings. You might be talking to Susie Homemaker at home, and she's going to dispatch your next load for you or help you find an empty trailer. And guess what? You had an empty trailer the first time you went from Susie Homemaker. Well,
Yeah.
when 23 and 24 came around, and it's not just Swift, every company, they cut back on a lot of shit. All the Susie homemakers and people that were answering phones from home, they were done. They were gone. And you guys probably don't know this, but and I can't speak for right now, but like last year, I mean, the whole company, we looked at this the other day. There's 14,000 drivers. Now, last year there was about 17,000 drivers. So out of 17,000 drivers, there was only like 4 or 5 terminals that are 24/7 that actually have people working. And out of those terminals, for 17,000 drivers, they only had like 30 people working for the whole company at nighttime and weekends.
Right.
30 people for 17,000 drivers. And that includes on-road and huh?
I said they've really cut down. When I was here before, we had like 22,000. 23,000.
And again, it's all about business. And when you crunch numbers and you eliminate jobs and stuff, they wanted to stay afloat too. If they didn't do this stuff, they might have been out of business, just like all these companies that are going under. Look at Abilene Express. Maybe that's why they went under, because they didn't cut out people. Well, Swift went ahead and they did what they had to trim the fat somewhere, and that's what they did. You can't blame them. Does it suck? Yeah, it sucks because it hurts us. And I agree with you. But as a company, I understand why they did it. It was very frustrating at times. It's frustrating now at times. But in order to be successful, you got to do things like that.
It must be why a couple weeks ago when I was running on the weekend, this guy answered the phone. He sounded like Darth Vader. He's breathing heavy on the phone like he just ran across the whole building to get the phone.
And it's funny.
I talked to that guy.
I can't stand it.
His name is Derek. I think his name is Derek.
Listen to this. Last year when I had my white International and I blew a tire, okay, I literally called, and this was 2:00 in the afternoon on like a Wednesday. Blew a tire. Took him 30 minutes to answer the phone. When he answered the phone, we finally got, everything dispatched, got the tire on its way and everything. And then for whatever reason, they weren't on time. And I called back, and same guy answered the phone. Now, how does that happen? Same guy answered the phone. And I even asked him, I said, dude, you must be the only person working for On-Road right now. And he just kind of giggled and laughed. I said, don't tell me that's not a true statement. And he just giggled and laughed. And then I had to hang up and call him. I called back again and got him for the 3rd time. And he says, now you know why what I'm saying is true. It was one guy working, for On-Road that whole day.
You'd think a company this big would have more people in support. But...
Yeah.
So, Trucking T-Bone says, thanks for the 10K, Pop-Tart. That lady in Memphis, you said, if we needed help with. Yep, you can always.
Okay.
She's Sunday through Wednesday, just to let you know, James. If you're flat rate, will you pay hourly? But if your salary, get something that good. No overtime, just hurry up and get done.
Hey, Jonah, you got a hangnail.
Castle says,
Jonah looked like he's sleeping in a hammock or something.
Trucking T-Bone says, yeah, it's past his bedtime. Score says, damn, Cass. So these guys are just talking back and forth to each other. Jordan says, yo. Trucking with T-Bone, yes, but some of us actually work. Jonah is back. So we got 2 Jonahs in the house.
He's back.
You gotta close your other one out.
There we go.
Wow.
When I worked 22, 23. 10 minutes now. Minimum.
We got an echo.
Jonah.
I don't know why.
Who's coming in now?
Jonah, you're going to have to come back in.
Yeah.
When he started talking, it reminded me of the 10 Commandments movie when God was talking. I could hear that echo coming.
Come back in again, Jonah, and I'll bring you in. Trucking with T-Bone, you couldn't explain what the 4-letter word you said. Work is because you never done it in your whole entire life. That's funny.
Oh, there's Nick.
I'm trying to get Nick in. There he is. Trucking with laughing. All right. James So says, did y'all see where they're cracking down on those drivers in Florida running I-10 Florida to California, no speaking English, and they're taking their driver's license away? I did.
Yeah.
Hey, Rabbit, who is your alignment guy and how much? My alignment guy, actually, I'm going to put him in the description. I haven't done it yet, but it's MD Alignment, and he's out of Jacksonville. His name is Rocky. So, Scars, if you call me tomorrow, I'll give you Rocky's information. Give him a call, and I believe it's $350 for all 3 axles.
Imagine that, a guy in Florida named Rocky.
Yeah, no shit.
My sister lived in Palm Coast, and I went down there, and every person in Palm Coast that I met was either a retired firefighter or a New York City cop, and all of them were Italian. Every one of them.
Oh, I bet they were Italian.
It's funny. I've been here my whole life, was born here, and I barely speak English. I mostly speak Trailer Parkese.
What do you speak, Creole?
No, Trailer Parkese.
Okay, Trailer Parkese.
Yeah.
So where I live at in Palm Bay, when I sold cars, people would come in. We called them Palm Billionaires because, they had, 300 credit scores and no money down, but they wanted to buy $80,000 F-350 with no money down.
With a $200 car payment.
They wanted to pay under $300 a month. They're like, will you plan on putting about $60,000 down? They're like, what do you mean? $60,000 will put you right about your $300 a month payment where you need to be, buddy.
For 72 months, because that interest rate going to be 24.9.
You're just another Palm Billionaire. Another Palm Bay and Palm Billionaire, man.
Gets me. I live in Fort Pierce. You roll down the ghetto down there, every driveway has got a Challenger or a Charger or a $100,000 F-350 in the most rundown house you ever seen. It's just like,
that's the way it is in Atlanta.
So Kaz says MD Alignments is the best when it comes to alignments, but the best one is in KC. He also says Trucking with T-Bone has a guy in Michigan that's good. So the guy in Michigan actually had a booth too. They all kind of work together and they all use the same equipment. Jonah, you've been drinking it.
One in Lakeland. I forget where it was. It was Lakeland.
Jonah's always got the Clemson juice somewhere.
I know it.
Jonah, you've been drinking that Clemson juice again.
I'm surprised he didn't set up his own booth at the truck show and try to sell Clemson gear.
He'll be the one like has the big long coat on. Hey, want some Clemson stuff? Want some Clemson stuff? The copies and shit. This truck needs one, but I'd rather pay someone because I know how mechanics treat vehicles. Truck with T-Bone says I use Michigan on MD alignment and Allen, Michigan. Thanks, T-Bone. Yeah, any of the MD alignment guys are good. I deal with Rocky because he's close to the house. I do it when I go home. Matter of fact, that's going to be.
I'm gonna have to get one done. That guy who hit my truck in San Antonio hit me right in the driver's side front tire.
So his name is Jim up there in Michigan.
Yeah, Jonah be trying to sell Clemson T-shirts that says Empson on them. Took them off the ink too quick and got wet. And I just got rid of some of the words.
Empson. This one in KC is the one every MD alignment place calls when they can't figure out a problem. That's funny. I believe it too. I believe it. Well, now that Nick's in the house, I think we can probably get ready to call it tonight.
Yeah, I tried, but it didn't happen.
I don't want to go with whoever Swift would use or send to. Yeah, MD alignment. Swift don't send anybody to MD alignment. I can promise you that because they do shit right.
Just so everyone knows, so U.S. Express is allowed to sleep at our terminals, but we can't sleep at theirs. But variants can.
It's always been that way. Just to let you know.
Yep.
It was always like that with night terminals too, until about a year ago.
Just get your bunch of Swift stickers made up, and when you see a truck and a guy's sleeping at our terminal, just go up and tag him with the Swift sticker.
About almost got hit, y'all. I'm watching these damn drivers out here.
Where you parked at? On the edge?
No, I'm in the middle behind the. I'm in the Loves and but it's tight right here by the garage in the back.
Oh,
and I'm in Tipton, and there's a truck trying to get next to me, and his freaking bumper, his trailer almost took my. There's two guys out there trying to help him, and luckily I was watching because he's ready to run in the damn truck.
These guys are doing 3-lane passes between, like, right across from me, and 3 trucks are going through. They tripping over here, and I'm doing the same thing. I'm like, this guy came by. I was like, dude, he's about to wipe the bugs off my windshield. I'm like, what are you doing?
Make sure you get my dollar. Somehow it'll be your fault.
Oh no. We will square that away real quick.
You end up parking at
about 5 minutes down the road at a Sheets, and across from it in a dirt parking lot.
Okay. What town are you in?
Shippensburg. I can't pick up my load till tomorrow. I won't be ready till about 6 a.m.
Well, I'm here at York, Pennsylvania, at this 83 Diner. You know where that's at?
83 Diner. No, I don't.
The food is phenomenal. There's Sheets right across
to 84.
You're not very far from me.
Not at all. Our food is really good here, by the way. I've had it before.
How far are you from Shippensburg?
I don't know, honestly. I don't know that well.
Probably about an hour.
Yeah. So RJ Trucking is on here. Good evening, you all. He's I think if I remember correctly, if he's the right person, he's coming aboard here next week too. He's another one. James So says, good thing Michelle ain't in here. She'd be killing all of us on that Crimson Tide shit.
You're throwing some Buckeyes at her.
It's on I-83, LOL. Yeah, that's right. It's on I-83. That's where the 83 comes.
Yep. Hey, James.
Yep. RJ Trucking. Yeah, bud.
Did you guys get all that? Did you all get that message from payroll?
Yeah.
That's and is it just COM data?
I don't know. What message are you talking about? Maybe we didn't.
Yeah, it's an issue with COM data getting advances or transfer funds to the maintenance account.
So payroll should be fine though then.
Yeah.
I haven't had any problems with my COM data card either on the cash side or the fuel side today.
Here comes
I was trying earlier today. I was trying to get some money off my maintenance account so I could buy some tools, and it wasn't working. It's been like that all day.
That's probably what it is.
I didn't even know we could do that.
Yep.
Yeah.
So Cas's 90 miles away from you.
It's like a macro 18 or something, I think.
Huh.
Or no, not 18. It's.
Would they consider a hooker tool? I mean, I'm just asking. I'm asking for Jonah, okay?
I'm asking.
Garden tool.
It's a macro 23, and you can pull it out for whatever you want. You just ask for it, man.
Hear that, Jonah? Be all set, bud.
I'm pretty sure the IRS would give you a little side eye if you put Lot Lizard down on the expense form.
Jonah don't need it because the Barbie doll.
Jonah got a stalker.
Yeah, I don't think Lot Lizards have been right offable since the 70s.
She ain't a stalker, but she's a talker. That's for sure. Just don't ever go to eat. There is 10-hour unload there almost 100% of the time. ES3, 10-hour unload. What's ES3? Anybody know?
Nope.
No.
That sounds familiar, but I can't.
Military designation, enlisted 3 or something.
Roll Tide says trucking with T-Bone. So T-Bone, I got to ask you, when you're watching Cash King and DIY Semi, do you laugh every time they say "Go Dogs" or "Roll Tide"? I do every single time.
Now I got a Swifty Swift gonna park next to me.
You better go out there and stand.
Here we go.
You better put your hazards on.
He's not doing too well either. I'm sitting here going, "Oh God, here we go."
I picked this load up. I picked this load up today at DHL in Toledo, and there was a Swift company driver next to me, and he went to pull out before I did, and he dropped the trailer right off the back of the truck, and he got out of the truck just a cussing and everything, and I just looked at him and said, "Dude, didn't you do your tug test? Don't you get out and check?"
That's why message yesterday. You know that? Because somebody dropped a trailer. Did y'all get that message about doing your proper pre-trips?
Nope.
Everybody?
Yeah, I seen that. I seen that message.
Everybody do your proper pre-trips because they've had 3 guys drop trailers in the last couple of days.
Jesus.
I know it.
I don't know if you guys know or not, but 20 guys got their contracts terminated because of PC use in the last 2 days too.
I heard that. I heard that Mike.
And that was just out of one terminal, from what I heard.
That's why I don't use it. I don't use it unless I absolutely have to.
Yeah,
I use it, but
I know I stopped using it.
I only use
it, but legally.
Terminal, and I go to Walmart or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
I think they're just trying to cut down drivers. I think that's what's going on.
They got audited. They got audited.
They got audited.
Well, that's like one of my old bosses. He's a retired Indiana State DOT cop, and now he lives out in Colorado, and he is a federal DOT cop. And he I had the log department telling me that when I go to pick up a load or deliver a load, that when I go on duty for like 15 minutes, enough time to where they'd be able to do something, and then I'll go back in the sleeper. Try to save some time. She said, you can't do that. I said, really? I said, because my old boss, he's a federal DOT cop, and me being a former police officer knows that you can do that and been driving for 33 years. And she tried telling me, no, you can't do that. And I didn't argue with that. I was like, okay, whatever. And,
I had heard that that Swift, I think James was telling me, or Michael Shelton, someone was telling me that Swift owner ops department got audited. That's why they're going after the PC and also I was at a shipper today, and I was on duty, and I still got a message saying please fix your logs, and I'm sitting there going, they all say on or drive, there's no off, and I'm like sitting there going, what are you talking about?
Yeah,
I like they do it.
Oh my God, this company driver is actually getting out and looking, and he's actually getting in the hole. He's actually getting
there. You go
next to me, next to the guy that couldn't get in there.
So
taking his time.
Yeah, he's taking his time. Yeah.
Castle ES3 is a grocery warehouse in York, and they're all over the country, but the one in York is horrible. And Scar says, agree, F ES3. Scar's house says 13 hours just to get the door, then 8 to unload. That's crazy. Jordan said, James, I put you as a referral. Should be taking my first load tomorrow as owner-operator with Swift. Jordan, that's awesome, and I appreciate it. If you don't mind, give me a text, buddy, so I can follow up with you. I need your full name. Feel free to give me a call too, brother. That's awesome. Thank you, buddy. And yes, PC is a trap. I agree with you. Yeah, Jordan, I need your full name. Just shoot me a text with your name so I can follow up with that and make sure that goes on. And if you got questions, don't hesitate to call me.
Yep. There's a couple
every one of these guys that are on here came over and use me as a referral, and every single one of them, they can prove that if you have questions or you need to get a hold of me, I'm pretty easy to get a hold of.
Yep.
What we need to do is everybody got a referral bonus for you. You need to take us out to like Texas.
I think I just heard gunshots.
If you know what, I've taken Nick out. I booked your meal, didn't I, Nick?
Yeah, we went.
Yep. Jonah, I think I gave you a bonus out of the bonus, and I would buy you.
I'm still waiting for my truck wash by the girl from the nightclub.
Hey, you know what? Let's find who she is, man, and we'll do it, okay?
We should totally do like a get together or something,
We're
meet at like the Big Texan or something.
We're going to do something someday. I promise you. I don't know when and how we're going to make it work, but the truck show was
barbecue in Phoenix.
But nobody showed up. The only people showed up, Chris, Jonah, and Nick, and Barbie.
Who wants to go to Louisville? I drove through Louisville, but I didn't have time to stop.
There's a lot of fun things to do there, buddy.
Oh, it was worth the 3 days.
Yes, it was.
2 to 3 days.
You need to go next year, buddy. Tom Dad had decided to go down while I was at Woodfruiter in Birmingham. They closed at 12:30 p.m. Lumber service was down. That sucks.
Boy. Yeah, it does.
Just talking about that.
I don't know who said that I was going to have regurgitate some of this red sauce earlier, man, but it's really starting to.
I said acid reflux.
So here's the thing. Don't trust the tug test, man. I've done the tug test and it was good, but I was not hooked.
Get out and look.
Yeah, you gotta get out and look.
Yeah,
Crawl
just do a
underneath,
quick
shine a
peek.
light up in there, and look.
And what
But
nothing
I've
I
done the
did.
tug test, and it wasn't hooked, and it landed on the back of my, my bobtail. Luckily, it didn't.
You're
hit the
lucky it
ground,
landed
so
on the
I was able
frame.
to lower it. Yeah,
'cause
it
I
landed
always-
on the frame.
Yeah, because what I do is I push my handle in all the way, and it gives a little. There's like a little give, and I push it in all the way, and it moves. And I was like, okay, now I know that I do that all the time.
Yeah.
So Scar
Yeah,
says,
that
I
happened to me once.
every time I leave a parking spot, you never know when an asshole's going to try to pull your pin. Absolutely. Always look. I always look also.
Me too.
You all need to
Always
go
do a
to
walk around too. I've
Y'all
had
need-
people pull my tandem pin.
Y'all need to go to Gats and have James take you to the Age Steakhouse in downtown Dallas, and he buys everyone food. What is Gats? I don't know what Gats is.
Great American Truck Show. It's the one at Iowa 80, I think.
Okay.
And I had
E-
to pull my trailer tandems once at the fuel island. So,
LMT,
check
and that
that
was
too.
Sports by LM. Had to log into this channel. Okay, I got you. I see. And Psalm says he needs to go. Dion, I would have loved to had you there this year because we could have set you up with the Barbie doll. I know. And we were talking this morning about that too. So I told him about all the drama.
Yeah,
You
nobody
made a
told me
lead.
to ask about that.
I'd say if you're in the Gary area, don't come over here to the Petro because I just heard 3 gunshots go off.
It's kind of like Clark Griffin.
That's all the time up there. That's all the time you get.
I'm telling you.
I know when I was here before, if you didn't go to the terminal and you were in Gary, man, they'd give you grief for it.
They sent out they just sent out a message and said that if you don't want to come to the terminal, make sure you got the padlock on the
Lock
back.
on, yeah.
Yeah, which I have it on all the time anyway.
Hey, we see you in California. Look here.
You know?
I'll tell you though, Gary, they have a pizza place that delivers there called Windy City Pizza. Man, it's good.
Yeah, I try personally just because I've always done this. Is I try to stay out of the yards as much as possible, kind of out of sight, out of mind, kind of thing. You know, I don't. There's no reason for me to go to a yard.
Well, sometimes, like when you go to the yard, it takes you forever to get out because no one wants to answer the phone to open the gate.
Right.
That's what it is.
I got stuck in Memphis.
Yeah,
We were
that's
at
what
the
I'm saying.
gate. It was like
You push the
12
button and it
trucks,
rings,
and we couldn't get out.
Yeah, and it
Well,
rings,
back
rings,
in,
rings, and then you got to push it again to get. Yeah.
Well, back in
I got
December,
stuck.
when I had to go up to New Boston, and they, for some reason, the safety guy up there wanted me to do a road test with him. So I was like, all right. So we went out, empty trailer, Cascadia. We're out on 275, and it's like 50 to 70 mile an hour winds out there. And I mean, the truck is tipping, and his eyes are getting big every time he looks in that mirror. And I told him, quit looking in that mirror. You're going to freak yourself out. So we made it down to Telegraph. He had me turn around and come back. Got in, and the lady just started ripping us. The lady that sits at the front desk started ripping us up one side and the other. What are you guys doing? The terminal's closed down for high winds and all this. And I was like, well, I don't know.
I'm with the safety guy.
Yeah. Yeah. She says it's closed down unless you're 45,000 pounds. You ain't getting out. And I said, good thing I'm in my personal car. And I went out the door and left and went home.
So LM Truck is staying down south till the fuel situation clears. I think down south sometimes don't even make a difference either because the fuel's high down here too. And Psalm says same here. And Caslin says Age Steakhouse is like $80 a plate. So let me tell you, the steakhouse we went to in Louisville, my plate was $1.25 that I had, and all I had was a ribeye. I didn't have one of the expensive steaks either.
Jesus.
The cheapest places for fuel right now is the Midwest.
I feel like I'm on welfare, man. If I pay $10 for a steak, I don't like it.
Well, I didn't have to pay for that, thank God. But man,
But right now the cheapest places for fuel is like Oklahoma, Kansas.
And speaking of which, you three guys, Nick, Chris, and Jonah, Barbie doll's what screwed it up for the steakhouse. Just to let you all know.
We kind of figured that.
Yep.
Well, it was more expensive for fuel down there in South Carolina than what it is up here around the Chicago area. That's ridiculous. I got fuel today at the Quick Trip in Rossford, Ohio for $5.19.
Yeah.
Every place else was almost $6.
Oklahoma is the cheapest I've seen so far. $4.69 the other day.
Yeah,
On
I just paid
65 or
I just
69.
paid $4.63 a gallon in Oklahoma today.
Well, Caslin was talking about in the racetrack at exit 16 in Valdosta, Georgia, $4.55 a gallon. That's what I'm gonna be doing tomorrow.
That's because they still have the tax issue. The fuel tax is suspended
Maybe.
in Georgia. It is, yeah.
So whoever said Volvo's got you count your days. Had this truck a week already. Been to Love's twice. Hose came loose from radiator clamp, broke, and then broke again. Wow.
Brand new, huh?
That sucks, man.
Alan
Are you-
will run into that.
You a Swift driver, LM Trucking? Interesting.
Well, I know when I was at Greer and I met Jonah and that, there was a guy in there that was talking about he was parked right across the street from the plant where they make those Volvo trucks, and he said one come out the door and the guy was driving to park it, and it dropped the motor right there before he even made it around the first corner.
Damn.
I was like, oh, that's awesome.
Wow. Okay, Larry, I've talked to you a couple of times. Okay. All right, gentlemen, let's put some last comments up. I'm getting tired. I'm sure you guys are getting tired too. I put in a day today.
Back to the PC thing real quick. As long as you guys use it legally, it's fine.
Yep.
So here's the thing that they've been telling me is like, oh, you got to have hours to be able to use it.
No,
Which-
that's not the case.
No, I know that's not the case.
They've been telling people as long as you got some of your 14 hours left, you could still PC if you run out of drive time. Is
you
what
know,
they've
but
been saying.
But even if you're out of your 14, you could still use it as long as you're using it for personal reasons.
Yes, you
Go
can't
in the
can't
direction.
advance and can't reposition.
Yeah,
And
don't
they
go
were
in the
telling
direction
me-
that furthers the load.
Yeah, you can't go
They were
forward.
telling
you
me
can go
that-
back, but you can go backward, but not forward.
Yeah, go sideways. Just don't go towards your drop.
And also, I was also told by safety, doesn't matter how far you are from home, as long as you are going home for your home time and do not have a load at home currently, you can PC however far it is home. You're 300 miles away, you can PC home.
That's what I fought with them with 2 years ago. They used to play that shit with me all the time. I fought with them, and now let me read these comments real quick. Could you guys explain the lumper service? So lumpers are basically people that unload your trailers that Swift pays for. You basically send in the message, how much it is with their tax ID number, and they put the money on your ComData card. It literally takes seconds for it to get loaded. That's what it is.
Just make sure you scan the receipt, because if you don't, you're paying for it.
That's right. They scan the receipt and it gets on the reimbursement side. So Sam says Swift is doing the padlock thing at the terminal now because they are about to use AI to check us out without hitting the call button. Only a few terminals is doing it as a test starting next month. That's the first I've heard that.
I know Atlanta got it because they said something to me about it.
Yeah, I've always
When I
had
was
my
at
lock
night-
on at the terminal. They won't let you out.
Mhm.
Yeah,
When
they
I was
always
at night,
check it before you go
you just-
out the gate.
When I was at night, you just scanned the badge and the gate would open. That
So-
was 10 years ago.
Oh, Swifty Swift says PC is unlimited for owner operators. That is true, but you still have to use it legally.
Yep.
LM Trucking, when they send the text, it takes them forever. And do I have to scan the receipt in? Yes, you have to scan the
Yes.
receipt in. It doesn't take forever. It literally takes like 30 seconds.
Couple minutes.
Only operators have unlimited PC. I'm in Mars, Illinois here at the TA, and it's $5.69. Wow, that's kind of
That's
high.
rough.
Problem is the companies don't know what is legal. That is true. A lot of your safety guys have never driven a truck before, and they don't know what the real deal is.
Yep.
The 2B ceasefire is the war should help. I'm hoping that it takes care of the problem. I'm glad I came over. I can see when this gas situation is over, I usually make 3+ a week. Yeah, I think we all will. So, any of you guys have any last comments before we shut this thing down?
Back to that comment about the ceasefire. That's good and all, but they just reclosed the port again. I don't know if anyone of you guys knew that.
Yep, because Israel's still attacking Lebanon, so
Yep.
and even with that, it's going to take months for the prices to come back down.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you this. They've been playing the game with the lies for so long. I mean, it's in their, it's actually in their belief system that they believe it's okay to cheat, it's okay to lie, as long as they come out on top. So whatever this ceasefire supposedly was supposed to be, they let off before the ink was dried on the treaty.
Yep.
So
I mean, America's motto might as well be lying, cheating, stealing.
They said the ceasefire was to cover Iran, not Lebanon. So any action that happened in Lebanon was not supposed to affect the ceasefire, but it is.
So, we got YouTube royalty in here. Cash is King is up. What's up, Rabbit? We were talking about you earlier. Me and Trucking a T-Bone. We were talking about you. Go check the earlier part of the show there, Cash. Talking about you and DIY. Trucking with T-Bone, legally you can further the load if looking for safe parking. That is 1,000% true. If you're looking for safe parking, you're allowed to do it.
Yep.
I just looked at the chart, and the fuel surcharge is 0.7. Yeah, 0.746.
Hey, I made a killing off of that on this pay period.
Didn't help that before he announced the ceasefire. Futures on oil shot up 400%. Shaking my head, insider trading. Absolutely. So I think everybody's in on it somehow or another.
Yep.
Just
I'm about to go buy me a barrel of oil.
Prediction market stuff that's being regulated by Trump's son. All them bets are coming in before something happens.
I think UK said it's open, but I see other outlets saying it's not open.
It's not.
I hate to leave a good show, guys, but we've been on here 2 hours and 36 minutes, and I am actually beat. Here, we got one more comment here. You'll never find two people that can agree on how to use PC. It's like religion. It's open to interpret. 1,000%. You are absolutely right. And especially the safety people and the big mega carriers. They have never driven a truck. They don't know how it works, and they wouldn't even know. They don't even know what the damn term means.
Yep.
Trucking with T-Bone. Roll Tide, Cash.
Here we go.
I'm about to open up Learning Center. Oh, Swifty Sift. Roll Tide, laughing, and the Craig. They are playing with the market to get richer. But, guys, and all these sumbitches, they're all out for all of us, and that's the problem. Both sides are corrupt. Man, I'm getting a lot of good comments here. Hold on, guys. Prime driver are suffering. High truck prices and the discounts don't matter. He didn't make anything off me. Still helped me out. Ben Grider. You're talking about me, I hope. Yeah. You came over as a company driver, and I've still helped you out. Absolutely, guy. I help anybody out if I'm able to. And JC says he'll call me tomorrow. Please do. Good show, everyone. As always, thank you. Appreciate it. And Cash is King. Go Dogs! Cash, you need to bring back Trucker Monkey, man. I'm telling you, one of the best parts of the show is Trucker Monkey. What's the fuel surcharge this week? 0.746.
Well, when I go home next, I'm getting a kitten. So I'll have a kitten on my truck with me.
You look like a guy that needs a kitten.
Damn straight. I love my cats.
I think you might need a Barbie, too.
Oh, shit.
I'm good.
Get some rest, guys. Hey, again, guys, please like, comment, subscribe. Thanks, everybody, for coming out. For the replay gang. Guys, thank you for everything. We're at 2,400 subscribers now in just a little bit over a year and a half, maybe. I appreciate it, guys. I try to do the best that I can. I'm not perfect by any means. The trolls like to attack me for doing different things, but you know what? We're going to keep doing what we're doing. We got a great group here. I think we're up to 57 now that have come over. I don't know that exact number, but I think that's pretty close. We got a good group of guys. I appreciate every single one of these guys that are on here tonight and all of them that have come aboard. And Dion says the same thing. Thank you. Where we at? 4318. That's where you're at. 4318.
That's
Good
where
deal.
I'm at. I'm
Good
surprised
deal.
I have more subscribers than you.
Oh, here we go.
How long have you been doing it though? You've been doing it a lot longer than me, haven't you?
About 10 years.
Yeah,
No.
quite a bit longer. But
Yep.
you know what? Mine and your channel, both of them are organic. We didn't buy anything.
No. I had a video that went viral. Look it up. A guy up at a truck stop in New York backing into a whole bunch of other trucks. I got like 11 million views on it.
Wow.
Damn.
I got one out there with measly 100,000 views, but that's the biggest one I have. But anyway, guys, good night. I appreciate you guys coming in, and
Have a good night.
I'll talk to each one of y'all.
Yep. Have a good one, guys. Be safe.
Hey, you guys be safe out there. All right, going to this weekend strong. Have a good one.
Bye, guys.